Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
K Garden with Kai is a new local business that wants to decorate your lawn with personalized cars to celebrate birthdays, baby showers, graduations, and more. Celebrating life's greatest moments should not be a thing of the past. Owner Nastasia Ramos wants to help you celebrate someone you love by renting a personalized message displayed on your front lawn for any special occasion. Give Nastasia a call at 870-623-0756 for all your celebration needs. K Garden with Kai is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Seminole Athletics.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Osceola Seminole Football here on the Seminole Nation Facebook page and Seminole Nation YouTube page, also with the Sudbury Radio Sports app on your smartphone and your smart device. And we want to welcome everybody tonight to Week 10. Bobby? We're here at Lion Field,
We are.
Manila, Arkansas. Beautiful, beautiful night for football. I'm talking about you can wear shorts if you want to and put a jacket on. It is beautiful, beautiful night for football.
Perfect night for football. Perfect.
And we're here at Lion Field. Both teams will finish the regular season up tonight. Seminoles have an opportunity to keep going in the playoffs if they want to after tonight. We'll talk a little bit about our playoff seeding. But no matter what, Osceola will travel next week. We'll not get a home game this year. We will be on the road. So that's something we'll talk about here a little bit later on. Bobby, we've seen the preseason come. We've seen the regular season come. Now we're here right at the end, and it's just been a crazy year with COVID and everything going on. And we're going to talk a little bit about the playoffs here and a little bit about how things are going with the playoffs, how they're going to seed everything and do things. And just it's been a wild year. At least we got to play some football though.
And that's the thing there. That's the key thing is the kids got to play football. And even though we had some issues through the year, we had some COVID cancellations, and everybody's not going to agree with the playoff picture and the way the seeding's been done and where people end up. But it's a sight better than what was on the horizon, which was absolutely no high school football.
No doubt about it. And with everything going on with the pandemic, a lot of schools didn't get to play every game. A lot of them got to play just about every one of their games. And we found out once we get ready to talk about the playoff seeding, the teams that played more games are going to have a better draw here, even though that nothing you can do about it. But we'll talk a little bit about the playoffs and stuff here in a little bit. But let's talk a little bit about the Manila Lions. That is our opponent here tonight. They are coached by Mr. Jake Hill, 1-7 overall, 0-6 in the conference. Their losses come to Marktree. I'm sorry, their win. They had their lone win, Bobby. Comes to Marktree, 20-18. Just a second, I've got some papers here I'm trying to get out. Bobby don't ever want nothing.
I messed it all up.
Bobby don't ever want nothing until we get ready to go. The one win came against Marktree, 20-18. The loss is EPC 22-7, Piggott 60-6, Corning 44-18, Harrisburg 17-2, Palestine Whitley 35-0, Hoxie 42-6, and Walnut Ridge 33-24. Last season, the Lions were 2-8 overall, 0-7 in conference, with no playoffs to speak of last year. Bobby, on the offense, they're going to run a spread, led by their quarterback, number 1, junior Tanner Miller. He's the man that's going to make the offense go. He's got a great arm at quarterback. He's got great legs. He can get outside, get up the field. But again, he makes the offense go, and that's the one we're going to be watching here tonight. Is number 1, Tanner Miller.
And Tanner's the son of a good friend of mine, Tony Miller, that I've worked with for many, many years at the Mississippi County Sheriff's Department. And Tanner's a quality kid, and he's a fine athlete, and he's a great baseball player, and he and his twin brother. And Tony was just telling me before the game that Tanner's playing, but his brother decided not to play this year, and so they don't have 2 Miller kids to look forward to this year. But Tanner is definitely a quality football player. One
of your running backs is going to look good here tonight. It's number 21. He's a junior, Kurt Overton. Had big game last week against Walnut Ridge on some touchdowns, and he'll be a load to bring down tonight. And also number 3, he's a junior, Kobe Taylor, another running back that can flat out do it for Manila, and that's going to be the ones that's going to try to get them going on offense. And
you're right. They're gonna try to keep the football on the ground as much as they can, and try to push they've got a pretty large offensive line. They're going to try to push the Seminole defensive front around. You're going to find out really quick how the ball game is going to be played and who's going to control it, whether or not they can be successful in the run game.
On defense, they like to run a little bit of multiple defense. They run a 3-4. Sometimes they run a 4-3. Just according to what the offense gives them, they like to change out of that. One of their big defensive bruisers, I call him number 56. He's a junior, Brandon Parrish, and Bobby, he is huge in that line of scrimmage. We don't have an actual height and weight on him, but I'm going to tell you, looking at film on him, he is just big there on that defensive line. Also, number 8, he's a junior, Peyton McQueen, just flies to the ball on defense, does a very good job. And number 35, he's a sophomore, Colin Crook, had a big game last week against Walnut Ridge.
And that's right, Michael. Parrish is a load. He's a tough kid to handle up front. Now, they've got another super sophomore out there, Eli Lackey, that I think he had 13 tackles in a game, or 13 solos in a game earlier this year, playing linebacker. So they've got a good defensive football team, and they play disciplined football, and they'll get after the Seminoles some tonight.
No doubt about it. Some of the keys to Manila here tonight, Bobby, they need to be turnover-free against a team that's pretty fiery like Osceola. The mistakes, they've got to minimize the mistakes and penalties, have a good game in their offense, and they just got to play some defense. I mean, you've seen great strides with them this year in different games. They just couldn't put it together. They're going to need to do that here tonight.
And, we talked about that earlier in the year when they were staying close to people, and you knew you could see the improvement, and you knew they were constantly getting better. And Manila, a lot of people think, oh man, Manila lost by 20 points or what. This football program is very, very young, and I think it's probably less than 10 years old, maybe 10 years old now. When they restarted this program, so they've come a long way. And sitting here looking at the field and the stadium, the bleachers, and the way that they've from when they started, how much they've developed this program, and along with the facilities and the players and things, and it's an impressive thing to see what they've done over these past few years.
No doubt about it. And just like you said, the facilities are just awesome. They just built a brand new high school here on the campus. Bobby, it's just massive, and it's just awesome. When you pull up there, we pulled up and drove around it tonight to park behind it here at the football stadium. It was just massive and very nice looking high school. Something me and you talked about a while ago. You look on the visitor side, and you can see the visitors bleacher there on your screen right now. But behind it, they're building houses back there. Man, what a view some of these houses got right now. You sit on your back porch and watch a football game.
Yeah, and Michael, so many schools nowadays, they build their stadiums out away from the residential areas. Of course, I talk about this all the time, but I grew up in Luxor, played football in Luxor, and the stadium was right in the middle of town, right in the middle of next to the graveyard, right in the middle of the houses, and it was nothing to have people sitting out in the front yard and watching the football game, and that's what you could see right here.
So you score a touchdown back in your day, you just run over some tombstones.
Well, if you went too far, you would. Now, there was a fence, but there were several footballs kicked over into the graveyard.
So I wondered what happened. Over the years, I looked around and
there's hot dogs flying through here.
I can see some of the tombstones, sideways and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you ran through the end zone, and instead of celebrating, you just took down a tombstone.
To take a tombstone out and keep going. We had a manhole cover another end zone. It was pretty cool.
Well, folks just come up missing.
Hey, you just never know. You open it up, let them go.
Man, boy, you can't do that today.
No.
I promise you that. All right, let's talk about your Osceola Seminoles. They are coached by Jamie Carter. First year at Osceola, 3-4 overall, 3-1 in the conference. Lost across at 26-20, Blytheville 25-24, Rivercrest 55-27, and last week to Hoxie 55-21. Wins go to Corning 48-12, Piggott 12-6, and Walnut Ridge 35-14. And we had 2 games that were canceled due to coronavirus, Palestine Wheatley and Harrisburg. So you're wondering why the total is you just didn't have an opportunity to play those games due to COVID. And I was talking to the administration today. Osceola's tried to make both of them games up, and they just couldn't get the other teams to make them up, so we're understanding. So it is what it is. Last season, Osceola 12-2 overall, 7-0 in conference. Lost to Harding Academy in the state championship game. Bobby will talk a little bit about it here in a little bit. The way the playoffs look to be unfolding, it's a great possibility that we may see Harding Academy again if we can get past the first round.
And I got to tell you, that's somebody we don't want to see.
Flat out.
They've got a great football team, and that program is just leaps and bounds ahead of where it has been in the past. And they've really done a great job over there. They've produced some stud athletes, and they're a powerhouse, that's for sure.
Flat out can go. Offense for Osceola is going to be a spread with the read option, the emphasis. Quarterback makes the offense go, folks, and that is quarterback number 11, junior Dontaven Littleton, 6'2", 200. So far on the year, 60 for 105 for 1,155 yards. He's got 102 carries for 436 yards, 11 touchdowns. I mean, he's just a load. And for any way to Osceola get anything going here tonight, they're going to have the quarterback go.
The thing that we've seen through the years, in the beginning we had a little bit of trouble running the football, but we were throwing it very effectively. And then in the last few games, we haven't thrown as effectively as we had before. We've had some protection issues. Of course, a lot of that has to do with you're playing a little bit better football teams as you go through the year. But it does. It runs through Dontaven Littleton, A.J. Harris. We do running back by committee. Some nights Tony McNeil, Tony Williams, Jonathan Stovall, they all get the job done. But Dontaven and A.J. Harris make that offense go.
We'll also be looking at number 4, wide receiver junior Jaden Brown, 6'1", 165, 13 catches, 273 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And also number 5, Landry Clayton. He's a senior, number 5, 5'10", 150, 13 catches, 286 yards, and 1 touchdown. So, like you said, you'll see a little bit of everybody here tonight on offense.
And you will. Jaden Brown is just a speedster, man. Sanaje Brown can really fly. Charles Poole can fly. And these kids can catch the football. Jaden had a drop last week that I'd have probably bet my house on he was going to make that catch. But they're good. They're good quality kids, good quality football players. You can see that the route tree has gotten better over the year. We saw a few times in the beginning of the year that we had receivers. It was obvious that they weren't running the right route here or there because we had people in groups. Last week it looked much, much better. Even though you go out and you don't do as well against a powerhouse in Hoxie that you'd like to, we did see progression. You see, like I've said, and I'll say it every week, A.J. Harris is an absolute matchup nightmare for anybody. He's too big for a cornerback to handle, too fast for a linebacker to cover. And those are weapons. They're all weapons.
No doubt about it. On defense, also, is going to run a 3-4 stack. That's what they like to run. You'll see on multiple defense, but they like to run a 3-4 stack most of the time. Be looking at senior number 52, Chris Littleton, 6'1", 210. Junior number 12, Anthony Harris Jr., who you just mentioned, 6'5", 205, who's going to be important on both sides of the ball. And also number 57, Terrence Marshall, 6', 175, coming in and working on that defensive line, and linebacker. They're going to need to be big here tonight for Osceola.
You mentioned it, Michael. That defensive front means a lot to how the Seminoles play defensively. Terrence Marshall, Chris Littleton, Javion Wiley, Kamarian Brooks. If they're being effective and they're getting penetration, it'll be a good night for Osceola defensively.
Offensive lead, Bobby, just some keys here on offense. They need to get started early. Got to set the tone early, get started early, get some confidence. A lot of times Osceola's problem when they get out there, they cannot get nothing going. They lose confidence and just kind of get in a funk. We need to get started early, get out on the front end, and try to get things going. On defense, need to create some turnovers. Going to have to create turnovers. We've got to tackle well. A lot of times we just don't tackle very well. You get out there in the wide open spaces and you just don't wrap him up. They want to come up, they want to lay the law down or lay the boom. And you need to wrap up and tackle well. And, Bobby, for our special teams, we have got to execute on special teams. Got to. Your punter's going to have to be good. Your extra points, we need extra points. You got to kick the field goal. Special teams is going to be huge here tonight.
Yeah, the special teams problems have been abundant through the year. And of course, high school teams, sometimes it's hard to find a kicker. It's hard to find somebody that's, that wants to kick, number one. But A.J. Harris has been very effective punting the football. He's done well punting the football. And we've seen those teams improve throughout the year. Coverage teams are good on both sides of the football. Both teams, our punt team and our kickoff team, are both really good coverage. You just got to continue to build and get better.
What you're seeing here on the screen, folks, it is senior night here at Manila. They are honoring their seniors. As you can see them out there. Bobby, you got the roster there if you want to call them out real quick while they're taking that picture.
Let's see. We've got
7.
Brady Miller, number 7. Number 8,
64.
Number 13, Matthew Gibson. Number 15, Trevor Brooks.
64.
64 is Josh Evers.
25.
25 is Ladd Wimberly.
And 52.
And 52 is Ryan Hausman.
So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors.
6 seniors.
So you're right. They are a young bunch.
They are.
And, again, it's senior night. They're going to get ready here. We got about 3:39 on the clock. We want to first and foremost, we want to thank our sponsors, guys. Hey, without our sponsors this year, it would not be possible. We didn't know how the season was going to go. We went to our sponsors, asked them to sponsor us, and they came right out and did it. First and foremost, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas. I want to thank Greg and Taylor down there for everything that they do for us. They are the ones that started this whole thing, them and Bugmobile. And without them, the Seminole Nation would not be possible. I want to thank Bugmobile Pest Control of Osceola. Oscar, Jay, Jacob, and the whole family up there do an excellent job with pest control. Again, they came on board at the very beginning with First National Bank. Without their sponsorship, it just does not work, and we appreciate them so much. Roller Swift Funeral Home, which is David Tucker. Can't say enough about David out there at Roller Swift. They do an excellent job. He has sponsored us 2 years in a row, and we appreciate him so much.
Well, now, I like David. But, we had a little meeting Monday with his wife, and I got a little nervous. I got a little nervous. That's all I'm going to say. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, Lord. I was in that meeting. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Sandbar Grill, that's Harry and Jeanette Keats. They do an excellent job. Folks, if you want some good food, I mean, I can't do nothing but tell you. Go down to Sandbar Grill. Not only will you get good food, you get a great show. I mean,
You get some entertainment, man. We had some today.
And I tell you, Bobby, they don't even advertise that.
And they don't charge for it either.
No.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Next week, Harry will be charging $5 to go in there and watch the
They
show.
don't even advertise. I mean, they don't even do that. I mean, at the end of the day, they don't even do that. I mean, so
Right.
so you got advertising and all that. How y'all doing, Coach? We got the coaches walking by.
Coach is coming by, getting
Trying
the
to get in the
press
stands.
box.
Want to thank Miss Sandra Brand for City Council Ward 2, Position 2. She was successfully re-elected, and we want to congratulate her on her re-election. Mr. Tyler Dunnigan for City Council Ward 3, Position 2. Want to congratulate him. He was also re-elected,
It was.
and we appreciate him so much for his sponsorship. The Osceola School District, Mr. Alfred Hogan, and the Osceola School Board, thank you so much for sponsoring the Seminole Nation. Huddle House, Michael Henderson. That's another place, Bobby, we go out
Man.
there and get full.
Yes,
Lord.
we do.
They do excellent work at the Huddle House. Excellent food. Go see Michael Henderson out there at Huddle House and let him just ruin you with that good food.
Oh, man.
Want to thank Mr. Monty Hodges, State Representative District 55. He was successfully re-elected, and we want to congratulate him on his re-election for State Representative District 55. The Willis Clinic, Dr. Sharita Willis, Medical Director. I mean, I cannot tell you how much she does for the community, Bobby.
Yeah.
Sharita is an excellent person. She's a great medical doctor. If you need anything, you need to go to the Willis Clinic and see her. And then Kay Carden with Kay is another sponsor that came on with us. Nastasia Ramos came on, and they do excellent work. They put the signs in the yard that says happy birthday or whatever you want them to do, you know, the Dallas Cowboys or whatever. And what we're going to do right now, folks, give us just a second. We're going to pause for the national anthem, so just hold tight. Hold tight. We are pausing for the national anthem. Pausing for the national anthem. Just hold tight. And that is the national anthem played by the Manila Lion Band. They did an excellent job. Congratulations to them. Manila's already on the field. Osceola's already on the field. Bobby, did you see who won the toss?
I did not see who won the toss. It looks like Osceola's going to kick. I see Logan Slayton carrying his tee in the football.
Well, I'll take that. Bobby, we'll talk a little bit about the playoffs when we get to the halftime. We got some big games here tonight, some games that were played last night, and I'll have them also, and we'll give you some playoff scenarios. But folks, it's kind of already done, so
It is.
ain't much we can do about it now. Nothing we can do about it now.
Crying won't do us any good.
Nope, no crying now. No crying now, but we'll give you the opportunity to know what's going on and hear as we get ready to go. Want to thank Jay Gonzalez. He's back with us tonight, running everything here. We sit up on the if the camera could see us, we'd show y'all. We're set up here on the side of the press box on a white table with wires going everywhere. Everywhere.
But it's working.
It is working.
It's working.
So far, I shouldn't have said nothing. Gage Eflin and Addison's up on the camera on top of the booth tonight. Going to give you all the shots from us. Bobby Eflin, the best color commentator in the state of Arkansas, and I'm Michael Eflin. I'll do the play-by-play, and we're going to be ready to go here from Manila. Osceola is going to kick. Logan Slayton is going to be your kicker. And, Bobby, can you tell who's deep to receive back here? I see number 11 on the far side. But I can't
See
tell.
11's on up back. I can't see who's deep.
Well,
Looks like 21.
They've blown the whistle, and here we go. Last regular season game here from Line Field here in Manila. He approaches the ball. It's going to be a line drive kick. Going to be taking it about the 15. He's crossed the 20, about the 25. Got good range out there on the outside. He's going to be tripped up and going to go down. We'll just have to see where they mark it at, folks. We are not high. I will tell you that right now.
No.
We are about almost field level. It's going to be hard to try to tell you exactly where everything's at, but we'll do our best, I promise you.
That was number 25, Lad Wimberly, on the return. He did a good job. Picked the ball up. The ball was line drive, kind of almost a squib, and he fielded it well and got up the field. And that's pretty good starting field position for the Manila Lions.
Looks like about the 26, maybe 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Spread formation. 2 wide receivers to the near side. One man comes into motion. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to read. He's still reading. Going to throw the bomb. He's got a man wide open, and it's overthrew him. Bobby, if he hits him in the hands, that's 6.
And that's a true triple option, an RPO there that Tanner Miller's reading the end. He's got the option to hand the football off, take it on his own and run it, or hit the guy going up the seam. And Lad Wimberly was wide open. He ran up the seam, and the linebackers had their eyes in the backfield looking for the run play, and Miller just overthrew him.
Dontaven Littleton, he's playing right there. You see him on the left-hand side. He lets him run by him. He's got he's got his eyes in the backfield.
Eyes in the backfield.
And it almost cost him 6 right there. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. 2 wide receivers to the near side. There's a snap. Now the quarterback's going to run. He's up across about the 30-yard line. About a 4-yard gain. Let's see. We'll call it 3rd down, 3rd and about 6.
Not a bad run there by Tanner Miller, and that's the same play again, Michael. It's the same RPO action there. Bring the man in motion, a little eye candy, little misdirection, and then he's going to read that defensive end and decide whether or not to pull the football or to ride it out and run it himself.
It's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and about 6, almost 7. Shotgun formation for the Lions. Quarterback's going to look at the sideline. They wanted to draw Osceola off sides. Now they're going to call the play. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Osceola Seminole Football on the Sudbury Radio Sports app and watching it on the Seminole Nation. We're back in 30 seconds.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back, Seminole fans. Line Field, 11 minutes left in the first quarter. Manila's got the football, 3rd down, 3rd, and they're going to call it 7. And Bobby, right off the front end, Manila could have punched Osceola right in the mouth.
Man, they had the play called. It was proper. It was wide open. It just an overthrow, and that's unusual for Tanner. I mean, he's a great quarterback, and he usually laid that one in there. And that Osceola's got they can't have their eyes in the backfield. They've got to watch.
2 wide receivers to the far side this time. One man goes into motion. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Now he's going to scramble. Now he's going to throw, and it's almost intercepted. That was Anthony Harris Jr. knocks it down. It's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 7 for the Lions.
Looking for a little wide receiver screen there, just a little rollout by Tanner Miller, and he's just going to dump it off to that wide receiver, and he had room. There was potential to catch 1st down right there, but A.J. using those long arms and that height, A.J. Harris is about 6'5", gets up there and knocks the ball down.
Punt formation for Manila. And there it's snap. Going to be a shank kick, goes off the side of his foot. It's going to be hit, and Don Taven's going to pick it up at the 40 and going to get up to about the 36-yard line. Excellent field position for Osceola.
That's dangerous right there, man.
I know it. He shouldn't. He probably should just let it roll there, but it could have been a disaster. Nevertheless, Osceola will have the ball 1st and 10, sitting right outside the 35 to the 36-yard line. 10:45 left in the first. 0-0 is your score. No. Referee's wanting to, there you go. He's wanting the play clock set at 25. He gets it. Here we go. There's the snap. Gonna give it to number 15. He's across the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. 15 is Mr. Skylar Young, and hey, Skylar's been just a bullet lately, Bobby.
He's been the bellwether there at running back the last 2 or 3 games. He's really started to come into his own.
There's a snap. Once again, Skylar Young, he's got a little room. He's across the middle. Going to get up to about the 29-yard line, maybe the 30-yard line. That'd be 1st and 10 for Osceola at the 20-yard line.
Just an inside zone, and Osceola using tempo right now.
And there's a snap once again, and we got a whistle. And I think they're offsides, and they are offsides against Manila. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 1st and 5 from the 15-yard line.
And again, that's that tempo, Michael. There, Osceola comes out and tries to use tempo. You can do that when you're getting a good gain on the ground on 1st down, and it affects the Manila line's defensive front, and they jump off sides.
1st and 5 from the 15-yard line. Seminoles look to the sideline for the play. Dontaven Littleton is your quarterback. He's got Skylar Young to his left. Now he's going to reset behind him. Little pistol. Somewhat of a pistol formation here. Here's a snap. Skylar's going to get it again. He's going to bounce it out. I tried to bounce it out. A good job there by Manila, not letting him go nowhere, Bobby.
And there's that big man, Brandon Parrish, in the middle. And Skylar tried to bounce it out of there. They had the initial hole blocked up, and Skylar was going to try to bounce the ball outside and take off. But Brandon Parrish got a hold of him, wouldn't let go.
It's going to be 2nd down and 8 on a 3-yard loss there. One wide receiver comes to the near side, one to the far side. Shotgun formation. And there is a snap. Skylar Young once again is going to cut it up. He's back across the 15, and we'll just have to see where it's marked at, maybe the 14-yard line. It's going to bring him a 3rd down. 3rd and about 3 is what it looks like.
And a good run there by Skylar Young. He's running a little stretch play, and Manila defended it pretty well initially. Skylar cuts back against the grain, finds a track and a hole, and makes a good gain.
And there is a snap. Skylar Young one more time trying to get to the outside. He's going to get up to close to the 10-yard line. It's going to be where they mark it at, and we'll see. It's close.
Just a quick pitch there, and
nope, they're going to say 4th and 1.
Just a little bit short. Peyton McQueen makes a good tackle there on the outside, trying to use. And here we go with the sugar huddle and the tempo.
Dontaven Littleton, quarterback, going to be a quarterback keeper. He's got the 1st down. Finally, they're going to blow the whistle dead. Across the 10 to about the 8-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Osceola at the 8.
And that's, you see that a lot in high school football today, and you even see it in college football. They call it a sugar huddle, just a quick turnaround, get on the ball and snap it. And works well for Osceola right there. And you're in the red zone. You got goal, 1st and goal, and a good start for the Seminole offense.
Seminoles looking to the sideline. They just called the play. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Shotgun formation one more time. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Now he's going to roll to his right and throws. And it's going to be incomplete. Intended for, I think it's Jabari Person over there.
And number 7, Brady Miller, in there putting pressure on Dontaven Littleton. He almost got his hands on him. Makes him hurry to throw a little bit. Dontaven's not able to get an accurate throw in there. And here's 2nd and goal now from the 8.
2nd down and goal from the 8. One wide receiver to the far side, one to the near side. Everything's in tight on the middle. There's a snap. Skylar Young hit at the 5. He's pushing them feet, trying to get across the goal line. Let's see. Touchdown, Seminoles. 8-yard touchdown run by number 15, Skylar Young.
And that's a good sign for the Seminole offense. That offensive line got really good push right there, and we're able to open that hole up. Skylar Young hits it hard on the inside zone. Good first drive for the Seminoles.
Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point. Torian Bell Jr. is going to be your holder. And there's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 7:41 left in the first. Osceola 7, Manila 0. Take a quick timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Lion Field. Seminoles have just scored on an 8-yard touchdown run by number 15, Skylar Young. Extra point was good by Logan Slayton. The Seminoles lead 7-0. 7:41 left in the first.
And that's like I say, Michael, that's what you wanted to see as a Seminole fan, that first drive, getting out there and controlling the line of scrimmage and getting positive yardage on first down, moving the football, controlling the clock. That's about as good as you could ask for on that first drive.
That's Logan Slayton is going to kick for Osceola. Indeed, to receive is number 25.
Number 20. Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking to me. I've got the roster down here. That's that's Lad Wimberly.
I think Bob is asleep.
Well, I was looking at the football.
High end overhead kick. He'll be taking it about the 20. He's across the 25. Got a little lane over there. It's going to collapse real fast around the 30-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for Manila around the 30-yard line.
That's another good return by Lad Wimberly. He made a good return on the first initial kickoff, and he gets the football and gets ahead of steam, and he hits the hole hard. So that's a good return there. Let's see what the Seminole defense can do this time.
Folks, what a night for football. That's all I can say.
It's a beautiful night.
Good home crowd. Good visitors crowd over there from Osceola. What is it, about 20 minutes, Bobby, over here?
About 20, 25 minutes, yeah.
Not a bad ride.
Nope.
Shotgun formation. Everything's in tight this time. There's a snap. Now quarterback's going to keep it. Good read. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to get up to about the 33-yard line. About a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for Manila.
And that's what the RPO offense does for you. And Tanner Miller's reading the end there. The end crashes on the running back. Tanner pulls it, and he runs a little stretch out there, a quarterback run, and picks up positive, 4 yards. That's what an offense is looking for. They want a minimum of 4 yards on first down. Get in front of the chains and continue to move the football.
Everything's in tight one more time. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Try to draw Osceola off sides. Now they're going to call the play. And there is snap. Quarterback's going to look to hand it off, and he does. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him maybe forward progress up to the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 4 for the Lions.
And that's number 3, Colby Taylor, on the run, and just running an inside zone. The defensive front collapsed and closed the hole pretty quickly, but it is 3rd and manageable for the Manila Lions.
3rd down, 3rd and about 4. Back to shotgun here with 2 wide receivers to the near side. And there's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and we've got a whistle first.
A false start.
Yes, it's going to be a false start against Manila. 5 yards, brings up 3rd and about 9 is what it's going to be.
And that really hurts right there, Michael. You're at 3rd and 4, 3rd and manageable, and in a spot where you could really, not have to do anything crazy, stay in your offense, stick with your game plan, and execute it and get a first down. And now you're behind the chains again at 3rd and long. And you're going to have to come up with some play, or you're either going to have to throw the football or do something that gives you that 9 and 10 yards to get that first down.
3rd down, 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Everything's in tight this time. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. Now he's looking back to the right. Little drag play. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Osceola. And he's going to be tackled right away. That is
number 2.
Yep, that is number 2. That's Tony McNeil. You mentioned him in the pregame.
I did.
And that's huge for Tony to get that interception there. Hey, almost had him fooled, but when the quarterback kind of slowed down, he drifted back. Probably seen that on film.
Well, and that's just a naked bootleg there, and Tanner Miller's going against his throwing arm. He's rolling to his right, having to throw across his body. But they just leak the tight end out there. The tight end's going to chip on the defensive end. They're going to leak him out there, and you see that ran all over the place now. It's a very effective play, but Tony just kept sinking, and that's what he needs to do from that end spot.
4 on the play clock. Osceola's come to the line of scrimmage. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got a man, goes up for it, and incomplete, intended for, that's number 4. That's Jaden Brown, and just falls incomplete.
That's number 21, Kurt Overton, in coverage for the Lions. And Jaden had a step. The ball's there. It's on time. It's on target. And Jaden just couldn't bring it down, and you can't discount the coverage by Kurt Overton. He did a good job in coverage.
2nd and 10 for Osceola. Ball sitting just right outside the 30, the 29. Here comes Skylar Young to the outside. We've got a flag on the play. He's going to get across the 20, out of bounds, enough for a first down, but the white hat's thrown the flag, and that's usually in the area of holding.
Hold. Yeah.
We just have to see what it's for. It is. It's holding against Osceola.
Yep.
Be 10 yards from the spot. I'm going to repeat the down. And let's see. Folks, there's just no hash marks on this field, so I have to kind of gauge where the ball is sitting. It's sitting about the 30, at the 37-yard line of Manila. Long way to go on 2nd down. Comes one man in motion. They're going to give it to number 5. That's Clayton. And he's going to be thrown for another loss.
I'll tell you, Brady Miller got penetration. It looked like he came clean. Nobody touched him. He was all over that play, and just takes Landry, and Clayton almost took the handoff with him. Osceola's got to do a better job up front there.
They didn't block him. He's on the line of scrimmage. You got to hit the man in front of you.
You got that first color jersey. You got to tap him. You can't just let him run free.
Be 3rd down. 3rd and a long ways, folks. I'm telling you. 3 wide receiver set. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. We've got a false start.
Yeah,
Going to be
on
on the
they're going to
tackle.
call offsides.
Oh, really?
They just this line judge here motioned offsides.
Well, that's a gift.
I think Osceola caught a break right there because we definitely had a false start.
Yeah, we had a guy get up out of his stance.
Yep.
But we'll take it. Every little bit helps. After the 5-yard penalty, it's still 3rd and long for Osceola. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's got him. Just overthrows him. Intended for Anthony Harris Jr. falls incomplete. And Bobby, he had him. All he had to do was just throw it.
We saw this from Don Taven last week. He had some balls sail on him, and that one sailed on him a little bit. He's on a rollout throwing against his body. Usually that's a throw Don Taven makes, but he did struggle with that just a little bit last week. He just had those overthrows, and I don't know if it's just adrenaline or if he's seeing the guy so wide open and just not throwing the football as well as he has earlier in the year.
Punt formation this time. Anthony Harris Jr. is going to be the punter for Osceola.
You got to give the Manila line defense credit right there. I mean, they got a couple of lost yardage plays, and they were able to get the Seminole offense off the field.
There is a snap. It's a shank kick off the side of his foot. It's going to go out of bounds. Seminoles need to go get it. It's going to go out of bounds. Bobby, probably about 10-yard punt is all it was.
Oh, I don't even think it won't net 10 yards. It net about 4.
About 4 yards. So.
And that's unusual. Anthony's done a great job punting this year. We haven't seen him shank one like that all year. And, Michael, you got to, I talk about this all the time in these football games. You come in here, you're heavily favored. You're supposed to win this football game. You're supposed to take over and be in control. And you let a tough Manila line football team start believing, you'll have yourself a handful, right, really quick.
Ball's in at the 34-yard line. One man comes into motion. Now he's going to reset. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to go to his right. We got a flag on the play. He's going to get maybe 1 yard up to the 35. Be 2nd and 9. Let's check the flag.
False start.
Yes, it is a false start against Manila. So does the play happen?
I
thought on a false start it don't ever happen.
It should be a dead ball foul. It's gotta be marked. It's gotta be. They can't do that. You got to go from the line of scrimmage, or from the.
They're gonna mark it from the play.
That's impossible.
It is.
He's moving up. He's moving up.
Okay.
Yeah, there he goes.
They got it right then.
Yeah,
'Cause
that play didn't happen. That's a dead ball foul.
A false start. It's dead ball. So it'll be first down. We get the down over with. It'll be 1st and 15. Once again, everything's in tight for the Lions. And there's a snap. Going to hand it to the running back. He's trying to find a hole. He does. He's crossed the 40, crossed 35. I'm sorry, up to the 40. And a good positive yardage for the Lions, right up the middle, right inside the seam, Bobby.
Junior Colby Taylor, and that's just an inside zone again. They're utilizing that RPO. They're reading the defensive end and making a decision on what they're going to do with the football. And Tanner Miller's really good at that. He's making the proper reads, and the Seminole defense is going to have to play with more eye discipline and not you got to get up the field and set the edge and not give the quarterback that option. You can't crash on that end trying to make the big play.
3:40 left in the first quarter, also leading 7-0. 2nd and 3 for the Lions, and we got a whistle, and I think it's going to be a timeout. Timeout for Manila. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation.
Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Lion Field. 7-0, Osceola leading. 3:32 left in the first quarter.
I think that's the first full minute timeout we've seen all year.
I tell you what, they did. They finally done us right, Bobby.
That's right.
Shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Oh, had a pick play. Should be knocked out of bounds there. But Bobby, did you see the other? Did you see the other wide receiver?
There was definitely a pick play there.
Push our receiver.
We saw Terrence Marshall and getting pressure there. Javion Wiley was in the backfield. Just pushed the throw, but the coverage was good too. Tanner Miller put that one in double coverage. Coverage was excellent. Just a good all-around defensive play by the Seminoles.
3rd and 3 for the Lions. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation. One man comes into motion. Is going to reset. And there's a snap. Going to give it to number 3. He's trying to get to the outside. He's hit. Number 58 for Osceola. That is Mr. Tyreek Coleman.
And Coleman was held there, Michael. He was held. They had him by the jersey. He still makes the tackle. Excellent play there by Tyreek Coleman. Good job.
5'10", 225, sophomore, Bobby.
You got him out there and Terrence Marshall coming from that powerhouse junior high team last year. Both good-looking football players.
4th down. Manila looks to punt. They're in punt formation, so we'll see what happens here. There is a snap. And it's good. High end over end kick. Going to go across the 35. And we're going to pick it up at the 30, across the 35. Now he's across the 40, down the sideline to 45. And it's going to go out of bounds right about the 40, 41-yard line of Osceola. 1st and 10. That's number 4, Jaden Brown.
He scares me there, Michael. I don't, they sit there and watch football bounce and they grab it and go. I'd rather see him run up and field the football and take off. But good return by Jaden Brown. Good job there. Field the football cleanly. Get north and south and get a good starting field position for the Seminoles.
Bobby, I turn around here, and Jay Gonzalez, our engineer / producer, director, all the above, is yawning, mouth wide open.
Yawning?
Just yawning.
Does he realize we're just
in the first quarter?
Just in the first quarter.
I know it. And he'll tell him what we're going to miss here in a minute. 2:43 in the first. 7-0 Osceola. They have the ball. Third possession for Osceola. Landry Clayton is going to be wide out here to the near side. There's a snap. Going to get to number 15. That's Young. Across the 45. Across the 50. Going to get up to about the 46, 47-yard line. It's going to bring up a second down and 2 for the Seminoles.
And that's just that quick pitch. You know, we've been using that the last 2 or 3 weeks, and we've had a lot of success with it. It's a good job by Skylar Young, blocked up well by the right side of the Seminole offensive front.
There's a snap once again. Going to give it to Skylar Young again. He's going to bounce it to the outside, trying to get all he can to get some yards, but he's probably going to lose one back to the 47-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Seminoles.
And Manila was ready for it that time. You went to the quick pitch to the other side. Matthew Gibson gets through the line and is able to fend off his block and get his hands on Skylar Young, get him on the ground.
3rd down. 3rd and 3 is what it looks like. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to Young. He's trying to just know where to go. Nowhere to go, folks. Going to be maybe a yard loss. Going to be 4th down, 4th and 4 for Osceola.
I got to tell you, Michael, that the snaps, the last couple of snaps have been low. And that's Don Taven's having to go down and get the football. We're going to have a timeout with Osceola.
Yep, I think Osceola's going to take a timeout now. We'll take another timeout with them. We're going to be back in 1 minute.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra has spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council Ward 2 Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
Ladies and gentlemen, that was not a true minute, Bobby.
Not that one.
So we're going to go back to the 30 seconds after that. But Don Taven Littleton has quarterback keeper. He gets the first down across the 40 to about the 37-yard line. So Seminoles have it 1st and 10.
Osceola uses the RPO that time, just like Manila's been using it. Don Taven reads the end, pulls it, and he's upfield for about an 8-yard gain. Good offensive play by the Seminoles.
There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. He's across the 40. Fighting for yardage up to about the 31-yard line. Good run there by Don Taven Littleton. He's going to make up a second down, 2nd and 4.
That's a different look there. That's just a quarterback power. That's a design quarterback run for Don Taven. Ball snap, just almost like the Wildcat that show Arkansas run a few years ago with Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, and Peyton Hillis. Don Taven runs that play well, and the line's blocking it up well right now.
Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Going to hand it off there to Young. He's at the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and about 3 is what you're looking at for Osceola.
I don't think Don Taven wanted to give that one away. He was trying to pull it back out of Skylar Young's pocket. Don Taven was reading the end, and it was a proper read. He should have kept the football.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score, Osceola 7, Manila 0. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds.
Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back as we start the second quarter. Osceola leading 7-0 over Manila. And Bobby, you was talking about McFadden and Jones a while ago.
Yep.
Man, there were some great times in Arkansas
Man,
football.
weren't they, though?
But, you think back of some of the Osceola great running backs like Jonathan Adams, and you had Don Littleton, which is Don Taven's dad.
Yeah.
He's out there right now. And I'm talking about, we had some great running backs back in the day. And it's just amazing the talent that's come through Mississippi County, I promise you.
We get this play over, I'll tell you about a running back from Osceola, Arkansas.
Okay. It's going to bring a third down, third and about 4 for Osceola. Everything's in tight. Littleton is your quarterback. Here comes one man in motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's got a man, and it's complete. What a catch. He's across the 10-yard line, down about the 5. Jaden Brown makes an excellent catch, and that's going to bring up a first and goal for Osceola, and it's around the 5-yard line.
And I got to tell you, Michael, that's a progression for Dontaven Littleton right there. We've and it's not a knock on the kid because A.J. Harris is an absolute beast of a target. But we've seen him zone in on A.J. a lot. That time I saw Dontaven go through his progressions, waits, he sees Jaden Brown come open in the zone, delivers the football, great play.
Ball's on the 4-yard line, falls on the ground. Osceola's going to pick it up. Sanaja, that's 16. I'm sorry, that's
Charles
Poole, and he's going to get down to about the 2-yard line. Be second and goal for Osceola to 2.
Man, Charles Poole saves you right there because I think Dontaven wanted to hang on to that football again, and they lost a little bit at the mesh point, but Charles is able to get it up and pick it up and get up the field and make a positive game for the Seminoles.
Then they're going to mark it at about the 3-yard line, second and goal for Osceola. Everything's in tight. Here comes the man in motion. There's the quarterback, and we've got a false start. Man.
We've talked about the pre-snap penalties all year, and you're down there at the 2-yard line and second and goal, and now you're going to be second and goal from the 7. That's just that's a killer.
That's tough. Man, it's tough. Shooting yourself in the foot. What it does, it takes momentum away from
you.
It takes a little bit of confidence that you have. It's tough to take that penalty right there.
And that defense is going to feed off of that. They'll feed off that energy from that penalty.
Second and goal. Ball sitting at about the 7-yard line of Manila. Doing some substitutions here for Osceola. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Young is the running back. Dontaven Littleton is the quarterback. Dontaven's going to roll to his left. He's still looking. Now he's going to try to run. He's back across the 5 to the 4 to the 3. He's down to about the 1-yard line. And he's going to be short, Bobby. It's going to bring up a third and goal from the 1.
Good decision by Dontaven there. He was looking to throw the football. They were covered up. He sees an opening in the middle of the field and just uses his legs. You get yourself down there, and you're third and goal from the 2-yard line, back where you started.
There's the quarterback keeper. He's trying to get across the goal line, and we're just waiting on the call one way or the other. We don't have nothing yet, and
Nobody's
it is.
calling.
That's a 1-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontaven Littleton.
Good job by the offensive front there, the Seminoles. And again, they went to the tempo, went to the sugar huddle, and just powered the football in. That's excellent play by the Seminoles. You know, Michael, you were talking about running backs. Osceola had a running back named Leon Harris when I was playing football in high school, and that's probably the only person I've ever been scared of.
Leon Harris.
Man, whoo!
Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point. Torian Bell Jr. is your holder. There it's snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is no good. 10:18 left in the second. Osceola 13, Manila 0. Take a quick timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Huddle House has been serving up fresh and hot home-style meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for more than 60 years. Huddle House is the host of family and friends brought together by good food, cooked to order, and served from the heart. Go by and see store manager.
Hey, welcome back, Seminole fans, to Line Field. Seminoles just scored on a 1-yard touchdown run by Dontaven Littleton. The extra point was no good. 10:18 left in the second. Osceola 13, Manila 0.
Did Miss Donnie's just call Jade a shorty? I think that's what she said.
I think I heard something different, Bobby. I can't get her in trouble.
Well, I got to tell you a secret, Michael.
A secret?
I got to tell you something. Yep.
Well, it's a secret.
I don't know who's down there, and I'm going to tell you about it. I don't know who's down there in the concession stand here in Manila, but somebody just brought up a plate of smoked sausage with some cheese, and whoever's down there cooking that is doing a really good job. And if I could steal me a plate, I would.
They ain't it don't look like they're sharing none. They got it way over.
No, he's got it hid.
Got it way over in the middle, so they're
Yep.
not going to share none of that smoked
Nope.
sausage. So
Nope.
You're not getting no more, Bobby.
Nope, it's over. He saw how much I liked that first one and said, get back.
You're not getting no more. Slayton's going to kick the ball for Osceola. Bobby trying to get us whooped up here. We messing with the Manila fans, and we allow we get whooped. Line drive kick. Going to be taken in about the 34-yard line. He's across the 35. Got positive yards up to about the 38-yard line. There's a fumble on the play. And Osceola saying they got it, but we're waiting on the call. Let's see. Still ain't seen it.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. Osceola's got the ball, and that's huge, but we talked about turnovers. We
Yes.
talked about it. We needed turnovers, and this is a big one right here for Osceola.
Number 16, Caden Perkins for the Lions. Fields the football and is running hard up the field, and just, man, he took a lick, and the ball comes loose, and the Seminoles are on top of it. This is what you needed. Defensive, you create points off of the offense, off of your defense, and off of your special teams, and this is an opportunity for your special teams to give you the ability to stretch the lead.
Ball sent at the 38-yard line of Manila. Shotgun formation for Dontaven Littleton. There's your snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's got a man, got two men, and it is incomplete. Golly. Hits Logan Slayton right in the hands. And, Bobby, we've talked about this all year long. The routes are being run, I guess, wrong. There's no way both of them should have been in the middle of the field.
That's Lander and Clayton out there, and you're right. You're running two post patterns into the middle of the field, and they're deep posts. Somebody's not cutting their route off. Somebody's not going to the right place.
No way they should be in the same area. No way. Good pass by Dontaven. Should have been a touchdown.
Should have been.
There's a snap on second down. They're going to give it to Skylar Young. He's around the left side. He gets up across the 35. And we'll just have to see where the forward progress is. That's way on the other side of the field over there, Bob.
And again, that's just the RPO. That's just quarterback option there, and he decides to give the ball to Skylar. I believe that was the right read. I don't know that Dontaven had any opening there. The end was not crashing down, and just well played by the Manila Lions defense. They've seen that. They see it all the time because that's what their offense runs.
3rd and 8 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 37-yard line. There is a snap. Young's going to have it across the 35 and going to go down to about the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up a fourth down, fourth and about 5 is what you're looking at.
And again, that's just a straight dive, straight power inside zone for the Seminoles. Get it to 4th and manageable. You're in no man's land right here. You're going to see Coach Carter go for this.
I think it's going to be 4 yards. They finally got it marked 4th down. So, hey, they gave you a gift. You got to capitalize on it right here on 4th down. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. Goes right down the middle of the field. Got a man wide open, and that is a touchdown. There it is. Number 4, Jaden Brown. 34-yard touchdown pass from Dontaven Littleton to Jaden Brown.
And I catch myself in there. I'm talking in the middle of the play, and I shouldn't be. But Dontaven was a little late on the throw when Jaden took off on that slant. He was wide open. I wish Dontaven delivered the football a little bit earlier, but nevertheless, good throw, good catch by Jaden Brown. Well executed play, and you just got to love that arm of Dontaven Littleton, man. He can really, really spin that football.
Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point for Osceola. There's a snap. Hold is down. Kick is blocked. No good. So with 8:40 left in the second, be Osceola.
I gotta take exception with that. That kick wasn't blocked.
Oh, it was blocked.
No, that kick wasn't blocked.
Osceola 19, Manila 0. Take a quick timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds.
State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Line Field. Osceola has just scored on a 34-yard touchdown pass from number 11, Don Taven Littleton, number 4, Jaden Brown. Extra point was no good. 19-0 with 8:40 left in the second quarter. And Bobby, okay, the kicker kicks the ball, line drive, into the line. It's blocked.
Nope. It's only blocked if one of their players knocks it down. He kicked it right into his center's back.
I know, but then
That's
it
not blocked.
went over and hit their guy.
Oh, that's what you're calling a block?
That's blocked.
They were looking up for the football. We can't do that. Logan Slayton's a great kid, and he does a good job kicking the football. We shouldn't be giving Logan a hard time like that.
It's blocked. High end over end kick. Going to be taking it to about the 10-yard line. He's across the 15 to 20. Got a lane out there, 25. And he's going to get all the way up to about the 27, 28-yard line. Be first and 10 for Manila.
We give Logan a hard time about the field goal, and he comes out and kicks the football well down the field. He kind of looked like he was limping a little bit there, Michael, and it may be, maybe a situation where Logan's got a little bit of an injury there. He's not kicking like he normally does, so, we shouldn't give him a hard time. He's a great kid and does a great job.
No doubt about that. He's a great kid. Comes from a great family, and just can't beat him, I promise you. First and 10 for the Lions. 8:35 left in the second quarter. 19-0. Osceola leads. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation. And there it's snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Almost lost it and gets sacked in the backfield. That's number, is that 50?
Javion Wiley.
Yeah, number 55, Mr. Wiley.
I don't think he was touched. He was back there really quickly. Tanner Miller didn't have an opportunity to do anything with the football on that play. That big defensive stop there by the Seminoles.
Well, he wanted to throw, and he tried to get the ball, and he just kind of lost control of the ball, and that just disrupted the timing of the whole thing, and that's how they got to him. Second down, second long for the Lions. And Manila's going to call a timeout. And we're going to take a quick timeout with them. I want to thank everybody listening on the Seminole Nation Facebook and YouTube page, and also on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Lion Field. We are on the campus of Manila High School here in Manila, Arkansas, for the last regular season game between your Osceola Seminoles and the Manila Lions. And right now, it's Osceola 19, Manila nothing, with 7:56 left in the second quarter. Did you go down there and get that sausage?
I did not.
They won't talk to
I think I can roll him.
I went down there and talked to him, and he will not give us that sausage.
I think I can push him off that bench and get it.
Bob, we're right over here in the middle of the section. We're going to get beat down.
These people, I like Manila folks. They like me. We'll be all right in the morning.
Second down, second and about 18, what it is for Manila. Ball's back on the 20-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to draw, and they've got him bottled up right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's going to bring him a third down, third and about 18 for the Lions.
Tanner Miller decides to keep that one, run a little quarterback draw, and Seminoles do a good job of defending it. They were able to get penetration and stop that run there. The Lions had some success on the first couple of drives, and they were running some inside zone, using the read option, doing a really good job with it. I think they need to start looking to go back to that.
Shotgun formation, everything's in tight again for the Lions. One man comes into motion. And there's snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. It's going to be a design run, and he's going to be hit at about the 21-yard line, maybe up to the 22, close to the 23. But that's going to bring up a fourth down, fourth and long for the Lions.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's just a read option there. Tanner Miller does a good job reading the defensive end. He's able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there. And if you're doing that on first down, you're in a lot better position than what they've been in the last couple of drives.
Punt formation for the Lions. Deep to receive for Osceola is number 4, Jaden Brown. We've got a whistle, and it's a false start against Manila. And Bobby, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I saw anybody move.
I don't know how you call it. Were they even set?
I don't know.
That call came really, really quickly.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie about that. And that was a rough one. nevertheless, it's going to help Osceola. And now number 3, that's Noah Enos, is going to go back deep also. And there's the snap. High end over end kick. And Osceola just needs to get away from it. Let it go across the 50 to about the 47, 48-yard line. Be first and 10 Osceola.
Good punt. Good punt there by number 15, Trevor Brooks. Does a good job getting the field. Almost flipped. He almost flipped it. I mean, he's technically flipped it, but it's about, it's just 4 yards, 3 yards over. But a good punt there by that young man.
Great night once again for football. During our halftime, folks, we'll talk a little bit about our first half and scoring, and then we'll talk about the playoffs. We got about 10, 15 minutes we can talk about the playoffs. We're going to talk about the playoffs and how that's going to work out for Osceola at the half, so stay tuned for our halftime show. 5 wide receiver set this time. True spread. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Now he's going to run to his left. He's still looking. Now he's going to take off. Cross the 50, cross the 45, cross the 40. Cross the 35, cross the 30. Dontavian still on his foot. 20, 15, 10, 5. And he's going to score, folks. But
he's going to come back.
We've got a flag on the play, and that's going to be a block in the back.
Yep. And that'll drive a coach crazy, Michael. That play is by the blocker, and I couldn't see who actually committed the penalty, but that play is by him, and he makes that block in the back when it's completely unnecessary. And well, that'll just drive a coach up the wall.
Yes, it will. Because, you're always taught, you're even taught in Pee Wee sports, when the ball carrier gets by you, don't touch nobody else.
Yep, just stop.
Just stop. Let him go. Good run, good quarterback keeper. What they did that time, Bob, is we spread everybody out, made them play you one-on-one, and gave you a lane to run, and Dontavian had an excellent run. With the penalty, it's going to come back to about the 47-yard line of Manila. It's still going to be a first and 10 for the Seminoles.
Dontavian did a good job. The line's got pressure, and that defensive front of the Manila line's got pressure there, and Dontavian did a really good job evading the pressure and getting up the field.
Shotgun formation, true spread one more time. 5 wide receivers set. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up again. Throws it right across the middle of the field. And there's Anthony Harris Jr. 25, 20, 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Give him 6. Touchdown, Seminoles. Dontavian Littleton to Anthony Harris Jr. That is a 43-yard pitch and catch, Bobby.
I got to tell you, I've said it all year, and I'll say it again. I'll be saying it next year. Anthony Harris Jr. is just an absolute mismatch nightmare for anyone trying to cover him on that particular play. They ran him out of the slot, and he's guarded. He's being guarded by a linebacker, and a linebacker's just not going to keep up with AJ. Dontavian delivers the football. You got to give credit to the defensive front of the lines. They were able to get pressure on Dontavian. The pocket collapsed a little bit. Dontavian was able to step through it and step up and make a good throw. Excellent football play by the Seminoles.
Seminoles going to go for 2 here once again. They're going to have a triple stack on both sides. We've seen this formation before. 3 wide receivers set on both sides. Like to run a slant out of this. And we've got a flag. That's going to be a delay game.
Delay game. Man, that just
got to know where the clock's at. They stood there forever. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the delay game, and we'll retry the 2-point conversion.
I guess they figure what's 5 more yards.
Yeah, well, it don't matter. 2-point conversion one more time. Hey, look what we got here. Another formation, swinging gate.
Well, it's a
it's a swinging gate.
Swinging gate.
Exactly right. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. He's looking, still looking, and just throws a pick. So the try is no good. 5:55 left in the second. Osceola 25, Manila 0. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
K Garden with Kai is a new local business that wants to decorate your lawn with personalized cars to celebrate birthdays, baby showers, graduations, and more. Celebrating life's greatest moments should not be a thing of the past. Owner Nastasia Ramos wants to help you celebrate someone you love by renting a personalized message displayed on your front lawn for any special occasion. Give Nastasia a call at 870-623-0756 for all your celebration needs. K Garden with Kai is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Seminole Athletics.
We are back here at Line field. Osceola has just scored on a 43-yard pitch and catch from Don Taven Littleton to Anthony Harris Jr. 2-point conversion, no good. 5:55 left in the second. Osceola 25, Manila 0. And Bobby, right now, Seminoles seem to be clicking. I'd like to see us clean up the 2-point conversions, and I'd like to see us clean up the extra points.
Yeah, we've got to do a better job. Those extra points are gonna come back to haunt us. And I think I saw something with Logan Slayton on that last kickoff. Like I said, he went off limping, and now you've got A.J. Harris kicking the football. But you're right. You got to clean up the penalties, clean up the offensive execution. You definitely got to clean up the special teams problems.
It's a squib kick. Going to be taken at about the 30-yard line. They're going to jump on it at the 31-yard line. And that's going to be a first down, 1st and 10 for Manila.
Not a bad job there by A.J. Harrison. That's something they really got to think about moving forward is what they're going to do. If Logan Slayton's injured and unable to kick, that's going to be a problem for the Seminoles.
Ball sitting at the 31-yard line of Manila. 1st and 10 for the Lions. And there is snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's trying to get across the 35. He does, up to about the 37, 38-yard line. Good run there by the quarterback, Miller. And it's going to bring up a second down, second and about 2.
Good job by Tanner Miller there. Makes the right read, sees the hole, and gets into the hole quickly. And it's a good job running the football.
Second down and 2 for the Lions. Shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to look to the sideline. Using them wristbands, Bobby.
I know all about them. You laughed at me and Kurt Chandler with them wristbands.
The wristbands. They're going to change the play again. Now they're going to the elbow.
They better snap the football.
That's delay. It's going to be a delay of game on the Lions. What they wanted to do is they wanted to change the play twice and just took a little bit too much time. It's going to cost them 5 yards, so it's going to bring up a second down and about 7.
And again, that's those pre-snap penalties like that. You negate a good first down gain, get you behind the chains. The Lions have got some penalty problems they need to clean up as well.
And there's snap. Going to give it to the running back this time. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to push him back. No gains. Going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7 for Manila. Good job there.
That's a good job, the defensive front there. Terrence Marshall back there, and Javion Wiley, and number 58. And I forgot you got that roster.
58. Come on, that's Mr. Tyreek Coleman.
Tyreek Coleman. Now I remember. Great job there.
Sophomore. We got one running off late. Now we got one running back on. Trying to get their offense set. They got plenty of time. They still got 12 on the play clock. Gonna look to the sideline. 5 now. 4, 3, 2, 1. And
there's a false start there. You had the guard on the opposite side flinch, trying to get it set.
Looks like the coaches are trying to have trouble getting the play, and the head coach is down here. He's probably 20 yards down here to the left. Yeah. He's talking to either his offensive coordinator or whoever calling the plays, and they're just having trouble getting whatever it is he's calling in. I mean, if it be me, I just go stand there and call it myself.
Go back to the way we used to do it. Run a receiver in, tell him what to play is.
If that's what you got to do. There's a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's going to have positive yards over here across the 35 up to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th, and let's see here, Bobby. We're talking about 4th and about 7.
It's Colby Taylor there on that run, and that's just a counteraction, almost like a counter tray back across the grain. Does a really good job. They block it up well and does a good job gaining positive yards. It looks like Manila's going to punt.
4th down, 4th and 7, punt formation for the Lions. 3:25 left in the second, 25-0. Osceola leading. There is a snap. It's going to be just a high kick. It ain't going to go very far. It's going to go backwards. Now it's going to, I don't know, it's going to get it about the 42-yard line. So
that's going to be about a net 6 yards.
Yeah, about a 6-yard punt. And Osceola will have it at the 42-yard line of Manila, 1st and 10. Bob, we talked about wristbands.
Yep.
Some people that's listening on the radio or the Sudbury app, they might not understand what we're talking about. Manila uses wristbands. They've got every kid's got a wristband on. Looks like either the right or left arm. The coach calls it in from the sideline, and then they read their wristbands and figure out what play it's going to be run.
And that's the move away. Move toward tempo, toward the spread, move away from a huddle, and that's so that the play can be signaled in, and every player has the ability to look down and see what play we're going to run.
1st and 10 for Osceola. Ball's marked at about the 43-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw right across the middle of the field. He's got Jaden Brown at the 20. He's going to go down to about the 15-yard line. Good pitch and catch from Don Taven Littleton to Jaden Brown, and the Seminoles are back in business.
That's a touchdown-saving tackle by Kurt Overton right there. Does a good job, and the coverage wasn't bad. It's just a better throw. Good throw by Don Taven.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's marked at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Osceola. Littleton looks at the defense. He's going to take the snap. Now he's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's going to throw to the far end. Got a man wide open, Jabari Person, and just kind of throw it over him just a little bit out of bounds, and that's going to be incomplete.
You say just threw it over him just a little bit?
Well, I mean.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It wasn't much.
Is that like when Bob Euchre's in Major League and he says just a bit outside?
Tried the corner and missed.
Yeah, there you go. Tried the corner and missed.
But now he threw to the corner. But it was just a little bit.
But Jabari wasn't in the corner.
It was just a little bit outside.
It's good when you can have a football game. You have a little fun here, isn't it?
Shotgun formation, 2nd and 10 for Osceola. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. Now he's going to have to take off, and he's going to be tripped up and going to lose a yard back to about the 15-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 11 for Osceola.
And once again, that defensive front of the Manila Lions is able to get pressure on Don Taven Littleton. And they're doing a great job back there, or a great job up there getting pressure on the quarterback. Don Taven, I guess Don Taven likes to make me look silly. I talk about how accurate he was on the first pass, and then he comes back and overthrows another one. So
eyes are too big on that one. 3rd down, he's going to throw to the outside. It's complete. And they got positive yards. He's going to go out of bounds. We'll just have to see where he went out of bounds. It's hard to see where we're at. Close to the 5, maybe. Let's just, I don't know.
About 4th and 5.
Yeah, 4th and is it sitting on the 5?
Yeah, it's pretty close to the 5.
We can get a 1st down at the 1. That's what it looks like.
Oh, no, it's further than that. It's probably – it's hard to tell because we're not up high enough to really be able to see.
That's what I'm trying
I think it looks like we can get a 1st down at about the 3.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because the man's standing down here. But
right.
4th down, 4th and a little bit. Quarterback's going to now, he's going to roll to his right. He's got plenty of yards. He's got a man wide open, Anthony Harris Jr., and there it is. That's a touchdown, 5-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven Littleton to Anthony Harris Jr.
And that's the Don Taven we're talking about right there, man. He puts it right on Anthony's hands. AJ's wide open in the end zone. Don Taven does a great job there and puts it right on him where he has to catch the football.
Go for 2 again.
Looks like we're going to go for 2 again.
Quarterback's in the shotgun. Got one man to his left, one wide receiver to the near side. There's a snap. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to look to run, trying to get to the outside. Can he turn the corner? And he does. 2-point conversion is good by Don Taven Littleton. 1:30 left in the second. Osceola 33, Manila 0. Take a quick timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Line Field. Osceola has just scored on a 5-yard touchdown pass from Dontaven Littleton to number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. 2-point conversion was good on the run by Dontaven Littleton. 33-0. Osceola with 1:30 left in the second. And Bobby, Osceola has blown it wide open.
And they have. You're right. And, you know, Michael, Manila's had their struggles this year, and they've struggled in almost every ball game they played. But, you know, the thing you got to do is you really got to give credit to these Manila fans, because these bleachers are full. They're still full, and they'll sit this thing out and cheer these boys on.
High end over in, or line drive kick. Going to be taking it about the 19-yard line. He's across the 20, and he's going to fall down at about the 23, 24-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Manila, and we've got a Seminole down in the middle of the field.
That was number 35, Colin Crook, on the return there. And I can't tell who's down. I can't see the number.
I can't either. He's down right there about the 22, 23-yard line. 1:25 left in the second, 33-0. And Bobby, we don't need any injuries here, not with the playoffs starting next week.
No. You've already seen Logan Slayton limp off, and that's something that Osceola can ill afford. You don't want to see anybody else. He's getting up. That's Nick Vorns.
Yep, number 88, Nick Vorns, and he's gonna walk off gingerly, but he is putting pressure, which is good. He's got a limp, and we'll just have to see how that works out. But hopefully that young man's gonna get back. He's a senior, 6 foot, 175.
Looks like an ankle injury, possibly, and he's walking off better now. He walked that thing off, and you know, we'll hope Nick gets this up back on the field.
And Bobby, you were talking about how, you know, Manila, you know, they got a great crowd. A lot of their students are here. They got the cheerleaders. You can hear them in the background right now. I mean, you're exactly right. A lot going on here at Manila High School. Everything's in tight this time for the Lions. There's a snap. Quarterback's he's going to run it now. He looked to throw, now he's going to run it right up the middle. Going to get to about the 25-yard line. It's about a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for the Lions.
That right there is a classic Houston nut smoke draw.
You should drive me crazy.
Tanner Miller does a good job running the football back there. He's not played bad tonight. You know, Manila hasn't committed but the one turnover on the interception. But you know, overall, Manila's had some spots where they've been able to move the football, and they've been productive offensively.
Comes the line of scrimmage. Ball's marked at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Lions. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to hand it off this time. He's across the 30. Got to run up to about the 5-yard line. So that's going to be a 1st down, 1st and 10 for the Lions on the good run there.
Kobe Taylor on the good run. It's the inside zone. Manila blocks it up well, and that's a 1st down for the Lions.
Take some time right off the clock. They're going to put some time back on there. And Bobby, you were talking about the smoke draw a la Houston Nut. What would drive me crazy about it is you ain't done nothing all game. Be 3rd and 12, and you run the smoke draw right up the middle for 1 yard.
Up the middle.
Get 1 yard, and I just want to turn the TV over. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball sitting at the 35-yard line. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's still looking, and just going to throw it away. He did have number 25 out there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he didn't have time. He was under a little bit of pressure, and he was having to move out of the pocket. He was trying to wait on Ladd Wimberly to come across the field, and Tanner Miller just didn't have the time to let that play develop.
14 seconds left in the second. Osceola 33, Manila 0. Ball sitting at the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 10. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to read option, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to be thrown for a loss on this one. Back to about the 33-yard line. About a 2-yard loss. Going to bring up a 3rd down. But I think they're going to be content with letting the clock run out. 3, 2, 1, and that is the end of the second quarter. Going to bring us to halftime with your score. Osceola 33, Manila 0. And, Bobby, it's just like we talked about, it's been all Osceola here in the first half.
Yeah, they've done a good job, but again, you know, you look at look at it from the Manila perspective, and there are positives for the Manila offensive football team. Look at it from the Osceola perspective, and you expect this out of the Seminoles, and they've got some things to work on, and that's what this ball game is at this point. You're close to the mercy rule, and it's time to go out here and clean up some of these pre-snap penalties and clean up some of the special teams problems and get some good work in live game action and get ready for the playoffs.
We are at halftime with your score, Osceola 33, Manila 0. We're going to take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in, and then we'll come back, talk about the first half scoring, and we'll talk about the playoffs. And as soon as we
playoffs.
Playoffs.
It's about playoffs?
Yeah. That man said he was just trying to win a game.
Yeah.
Take a quick time out here. Let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 4 minutes.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra has spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
K Garden with Kai is a new local business that wants to decorate your lawn with personalized cars to celebrate birthdays, baby showers, graduations, and more. Celebrating life's greatest moments should not be a thing of the past. Owner Nastasia Ramos wants to help you celebrate someone you love by renting a personalized message displayed on your front lawn for any special occasion. Give Nastasia a call at 870-623-0756 for all your celebration needs. K Garden with Kai is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Seminole Athletics.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future.
And we are back here at Line Field here at halftime with your score, Osceola 33, Manila 0. Bobby, let's go over scoring just real quick. 7:44 left in the first, 8-yard touchdown run by number 15, Skylar Young. Slayton's extra point was good, and Osceola led 7-0. We go to the second quarter, 10-18, 1-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontavian Littleton. The extra point was no good, 13-0 at that point. We go to 8:40 left in the second quarter. We got a 35-yard touchdown pass from Dontavian Littleton to number 4, Jaden Brown. Extra point is no good, 19-0. Osceola leads. We get to the second quarter with 5:55 left. 43-yard touchdown pass from their quarterback, Dontavian Littleton, to number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. 2-point conversion is no good, 25-0. And we get the ball back with 1:30 left in the second quarter. 5-yard touchdown pass from Dontavian Littleton to number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. Dontavian Littleton ran the 2-point conversion in, makes it 33-0 at the half.
Good job offensively by the Seminoles. We talked about it right before we went off for the break, for the halftime break. But there's some things to clean up, some things we can do better. One thing, those extra points they're gonna come back to haunt us at some point in the year. You're gonna have to clean that up on special teams. You got to be able to convert the try and get those points on the board. You just never know when it comes down to that in a ball game. So defensively, the Seminoles have looked good. We've seen some success by the Lions on offense with the read option and some of the RPO game they're running. The Seminoles are a little anxious there, and you had defenders with their eyes in the backfield instead of playing their reads and completing their assignment. But overall, you just can't ask much more from a good Seminole football team coming off of a tough loss last week to Hoxie. So, this is what you'd like to see. The team comes back out with good energy. They execute well and take control of the football game.
Finish, yes. Got to finish.
Got to finish.
And, Bobby, right now, let's talk about, while we got some time, it may take this rest of this time, let's talk about the playoff system. And, folks, nothing's been normal at all about the football season this year, and now there's nothing normal about the football playoffs with the AAA and the football seedings of what's going to happen. And let me tell you what's happening. What they're going to do is they'll take the number 1 seed, but then everybody else is going to go off wins.
Yep.
So Osceola has 1 loss. Clearly the number 2 seed, but because we didn't play Palestine Wheatley and we didn't play Harrisburg, which are 2 COVID games, it's going to knock us down to probably the 4th seed in the playoffs. And Bobby, I guess I understand. We tried to make them games up. They would not do it. So that should be some kind of consideration into the seeding process.
And I could see the desire to prevent a team from, having 3 or 4 wins and then, mysteriously having COVID the rest of the year, so they have a undefeated conference season. But that's not the case with the Seminoles, and I think AAA is they're trying to make the best of a horrible situation and get the playoffs in, get them done, let the kids play football. But it's almost like you're painting with a very broad brush, and you're punishing teams that played their games. They played the available games. I think Osceola had 1 week through the whole season where we had COVID issues.
But that was way back in the non-conference
That
schedule.
was back in the non-con schedule, and we had no problems during conference season. And you're punishing these young men simply because other teams had issues and were not able to compete.
And that's exactly right. But here's the thing that kind of gets me a little, and you hope a school or schools would not use this situation as a gain in the playoffs or anything like that.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what's happened, but like some teams made their games up that they missed with COVID.
That's right.
But when Osceola wanted to make their games up, they couldn't do it.
That's right.
They didn't want to do it. So, what's going to end up happening here, folks, is, we beat Piggott. We got 1 loss in conference. It's only to Hoxie. Hoxie's going to be the 1 seed. Piggott's going to get the 2 seed. And the reason why they're going to get the 2 seed, they're going to have more wins than we have.
They have 1 more conference win.
We have 1 more conference win, and we missed 2 games due to COVID, which I'm I can't say that you would win them, but they were very, very winnable games.
Those are games that the Seminoles should have won.
Right. Should be winnable games.
Yes.
Would give us 2 more wins and would solidify us as a 2 seed. But that's not going to happen. And then the 3 seed is going to be Harrisburg.
That's it.
They're going to have one more win than we have.
And that's one of those teams that
made their games up.
But they didn't make up the Osceola game.
Right. They didn't make up the Osceola game. They made up the Piggott game.
That's right.
And what that did is gave Piggott another advantage with the win, and then Harrisburg also.
That's right.
So they're going to get the 3 seed. Osceola's going to be stuck with the 4 seed, and nothing we can do, even with the win here tonight, we're going to get the 4 seed. And we're going to have to travel next week. And folks, we've looked at it. We're going to have to travel to Jessieville next week. They're the 3 seed out of the 3A5. They're down around close to Hot Springs area, about a 3.5 hour drive, and no way around it. The Seminoles are going to have to travel next week. And I looked at the seeding, Bobby. Even if we upset, you're still on the bottom of the bracket, so you're not going to get a home game.
No.
The season at Seminole Stadium is over.
Yeah, a 4 is not going to get a home game.
Everything is on the road from here on out. And what's even sadder, say you go down and you get past Jessieville next week, then you have a date with the defending state champion.
You got to go to Harding Academy.
And we have been there, done that, bought the T-shirt, and it didn't do too well.
It didn't end well.
So, and they're just as good as this year as they are last year. But what I'm just saying to you is I hate to see good teams that should be higher in seeding have to do that right off the front end. But now, let's be fair. What that's going to do also, looking down at some of these conferences, like with Rising missed 3 or 4 games due to COVID. They're going to end up being a 3, possibly a 4 seed. And I'm going to tell you what, when they go to a 2 seed, I don't care who you are, they're a legit 1 seed state contender.
They are.
It's going to be a shame because somebody who really thinks they're getting a good home playoff game against a team that's not very good is going to get one of the top teams in the state.
They're going to get one of the top teams in the state. A perennial powerhouse comes in and just, Rising is they're just a tough football team. They play so physical.
Man.
They're so physical in their run game. Their defenses are always very physical. And you're right. You get a group of kids that I'm the 2 seed and I'm at home, and here comes Rising.
Here comes Rising with Clay Toddy as
exactly.
coach.
Exactly.
And then you're not feeling so good. So
No.
you're going to see it both ways because it's not going to be a true seeding this year.
No,
it's not going to be a true seeding. You'll see it all over the place. But what's so sad is you're going to see top teams have to play real early when
That's
that
right.
should be a semifinal or a final game.
That's right. They're not going to get any buys. There's not going to be any bye weeks. And two, those schools that are losing those home games. You're losing the ability to lengthen your season and lengthen your home games and give your fans more chances to get in this. And it's just 2020, man. It's just COVID has just really thrown everything into a tailspin. And whether you've got anti-maskers and pro-maskers and people that believe it's conspiracy, all of these crazy ideas. It's a virus that's out there. It has cost the United States numerous lives. It's a dangerous thing.
Very.
It's not dangerous for everybody, but for those that it's dangerous for, it's very deadly.
Very.
And you're just glad that the kids got to play football, because I'm going to tell you, in July when we were talking about this, neither one of us believed we'd have a football season.
That's exactly right.
And so, we'll be critical of the way the seeding is being done, and we don't agree with the way the seeding is being done. However, I want to applaud the AAA for, getting out in front of this thing, getting out here and giving these kids an opportunity to play.
I agree.
And so, I've heard people say, well, it's just football, and but this game means so much to these kids. And when you take that year away from them, that's horrible.
And tell that to your seniors, Bob.
That's right. The senior that doesn't get to play, because I'm going to tell you right now, the last game I stood in the middle of that field at Luxor, Arkansas, man, it was rough. It was rough.
Exactly. When you're sitting there and you tell your seniors that you're not going to get to play football. And Bobby, you only get that one time.
You don't get it back.
You don't get it back. It's not like you can look at a sophomore or a junior and say, hey, you'll have another year. It doesn't work like that. You're a senior. It's it. It's over.
Right.
And I applaud them, like you say, of getting to play the game, because at least these seniors get to play their senior year.
That's right.
And don't have to come back one day and say, well, I didn't get to finish my high school career because of this craziness that's going on in the world. So, hey, hats off to the AAA for getting everybody to get to play. Hey, let's look over our schedule here, Bobby. Around the conference, Osceola, right now they are at Manila 33-0. Last night, Harrisburg, Palestine traveled to Palestine Wheatley. Harrisburg beats Palestine Wheatley 26-14. Also last night, Corning traveled to Piggott. I think they call that the Rice Bowl.
They do.
And Piggott had a big win, 46-16 over Corning. And then the other conference games being played right now, Hoxie is at Walnut Ridge, and Hoxie leads 21-6 over Walnut Ridge. On a sister station tonight should have been Jonesboro Westside and Gosnell, but that game was canceled due to COVID. And so they are not having a game tonight, neither one of them teams. The other big game we've been watching, folks, Rivercrest is at Blytheville. Rivercrest trying to go perfect undefeated season. Right now, they lead Blytheville 20-7 up in Blytheville.
You know, we talk about the situation with Osceola ended up being a 4 and having one conference loss. This was really close to happening to a Rivercrest team that was perfect, where Pocahontas would end up having more wins than Rivercrest, even though Rivercrest had the head-to-head,
Right.
the win in the head-to-head, and Pocahontas had a loss.
Right.
You know, that was really close to happening. Rivercrest would have been a 2.
Yeah.
And later down the playoffs, they'd have been traveling.
Would have been a 2 with a perfect season.
and that just makes no sense. It begs the question of why.
Exactly. One of the other things we were looking at, in case we were the 3, we were looking at games like Rising versus Drew Central, Pine Bluff, Delaware, and Lake Village, Barton, and Camden, Harmony Grove. The only score we got right now, Rising's beating Drew Central 21-0. And I'm going to tell you something. Rising's going to end up being, I've said it once, I'll say it one more time. Rising's going to end up being a 3 or 4 seed. I feel sorry for the 2 or 3 seed they have to go see.
That draws them. I agree.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
Because it's not going to be a true 2 or 3 seed.
It's not.
All right, we're here at the half with about 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. We're going to take another break. Let our sponsors one more time get a word in here. We'll be back for the second half. So we're going to be back in, let's do it in 2 minutes.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is prayers
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Line Stadium. Got about a minute left here, and they probably had the 3-minute warm-up period, I believe.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Seminoles leading 33-0. Bobby's going to tell a story.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Tell us.
They've been talking about that smoked sausage.
Hey,
Down there at the concession stand.
tell them the story about it, though.
I'm finna tell them the story.
The people at home and on the Sudbury app don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell them. A friend of ours goes down there and gets him a smoked sausage plate. Comes back up here, flaunting it around, showing it to everybody.
And
Gives me a bite.
One
bite.
And eats
now,
it all.
he's got about half a plate down there. He ain't ate it all. But he won't let us nowhere near it. So I send my daughter down there to the concession stand, to the corn session stand, to get me the smoked sausage, and they out. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, somebody needs to go and call the Manila Fire Department.
We've been burnt down.
Because I'm fixing to go down there and burn that concession stand down.
Lord have mercy. I wish I didn't hear that. I'm going to testify in court. Lord, well, there's a lot of people who want to testify in court after what you just told.
Yeah, I told the world, didn't I? Folks, I am kidding.
Disclaimer, we are kidding. Folks, we just want to say thanks to our sponsors. Man, this has been great. Here we are in the last week of the regular season. After this, it's win and you're in, and you play week after week. I will tell you, we'll be looking for sponsors for our state games.
And
Folks,
we need to explain that. We have to,
yes.
when we get into the playoffs, we're required to pay a fee for every game.
Yes.
I think it's about $150 a game that we have to pay to be able to live stream. That's a requirement through AAA, and so we will need assistance from that point forward to be able to pay those fees.
We'll be looking for game sponsors to add to our broadcasting starting next week. So if you got a business or if you're an individual or whatever that wants to sponsor our broadcast as we go on the road next week to Jessieville, we would be happy to fix you a big old ad. We got the best graphic designer in the state of Arkansas, Jay Gonzalez. He usually does about 5 minutes before we go on the air, but hey, he gets it done. And
he said he works better under pressure. That's what he told me.
Yeah, I hear you. Drives me crazy, I won't tell you.
Yeah.
We would love to have you to sponsor the Seminole Nation and help us bring it. I mean, we're going to have a lot of people that cannot drive to Jessieville next Friday night, and we're going to need a sponsor or two to help us get that taken care of. And we want to bring you the ball game from Jessieville next Friday. If we don't get the sponsorship, we'll just have to pack it in and work on some for basketball, I guess. Basketball is going to be a huge thing next year.
We're going to be there. I'm going to tell you something. The Seminole support has been amazing. I've heard comments from folks before, and let's say, well, not many people go to the football game. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. When it comes down to supporting this football program and this athletic program, folks step up. And if you're from Osceola and you're part of this this athletic program and part of what we try to do here, you should be proud of yourselves, because we've never had to worry about whether or not we were going to be able to get the sponsorship to do something to make this go. It's always been there, and that's just testament to the kind of folks we have in Osceola, Arkansas that want to support these kids and give them something nice and go out here and let them showcase their talents, because we've got some very, very talented football players on this football team, and when we get into basketball season, you'll get to see those talents showcased on the court, and it's a positive thing for a community that they get out and they support their programs and their school.
No doubt, and folks, contrary to what maybe you do believe, we make nothing. We get nothing for doing this. We love what we do. We love to bring you this football game every Friday night. We love getting to do the basketball. That's what our power payment is getting to showcase these kids to the world. And it's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about the coaches. It's about these kids at the end of the day. And we've got a lot of fans that were Seminole alumni that lives in California, overseas, Florida, and they tune in every week to be able to see their alumni, get to see their school on the football field every Friday
night.
And
I'm going to tell you real quick before this kickoff, Michael, I just mentioned that fee, and I just got a text message from one of our sponsors saying we'll pay it.
Lord have mercy.
That quick it's done, and that tells you the support that this Seminole football team has and this program has.
Yes, it is. I appreciate it. That's awesome. We're getting ready for the second half here. Osceola is going to receive. Manila is kicking. And we're ready for second half football here from Manila. And, Bobby, the way that the line on the far side is, we may get an onside.
It looks a little bit like an onside formation. And there it is.
It is. It's just going to come backwards.
It's not going to get 5. It's not going to get 10 yards.
No, sure not. He had the right idea. It just took the spin of the football, took it to the left, and it was out of bounds. And Osceola will have the ball. Man, they're going to have great field position in Manila territory about the 43, 44-yard line.
And having said that again, Michael, here's a second sponsor coming in saying, hey, we want part of that action. So
that's awesome.
These Seminole fans, really, they take care of us, and and they do it. We couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do it without the sponsorships. And
I'll tell you.
it's just awesome that people are that giving.
I'll tell you one more time, folks. With the money you give, it pays for the fees that it costs us to bring you this every Friday night. It helps us buy equipment so you can have a great picture like you see on that screen right now, and great audio and video and stuff. That's what the money goes for. Got a penalty on the play. Looks like it's going to be maybe a false start. Let's see.
That or an illegal shift. I think it's a false start.
Yep, be a 5-yard penalty. But the money doesn't go to anything but that, folks. We buy equipment with it, or like we say, you know, the AAA charges us to have to show these games, so we have to give money to them, and we make nothing. We don't make a penny off of it, and we just love to bring it every Friday night. We thank you so much. Without you, it's not possible. I'll say it till the end of the day. 5 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. There is a snap. Littleton's looking to throw, and he's going to throw off his back foot. He's got a man wide open at the 10, at the 5. Jabari Person, touchdown, Seminoles. 48-yard touchdown pass.
And you couldn't throw the ball any better than Don Taven threw it right there. He lays it in on a dime. That's a great throw by Don Taven Littleton.
Running over fans over here. It's good to see the pass game get going here tonight. And let's see here. I think we're going to attempt the extra point. That's number 13. It's going to be Draylon Heyman. He's going to attempt the extra point, Bobby. Sophomore. There's a snap. The hold is down. And the kick is blocked. 11:15 left in the third quarter. Osceola 39, Manila 0. Take a quick timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
At Seminole Stadium, Seminoles have just scored on a 48-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven Littleton to Jabari Person.
What's wrong with you?
I wish you could have seen the look on Jade's face, folks.
Well, Miss Donese came in quick, didn't she? She came in quick.
She said
boy.
10 seconds. I was still writing over here on the paper trying to make sure I got all the stats. And I got back around there to tell him it was at 1 second. His eyes was big, like he just seen a ghost. He had to hurry up. We got to delay a game here.
Yep.
Got to delay a game here as we get ready to kick off. Mercy clock is running, folks. We're at 9:52. It's 39-0, so the mercy rule is in effect. The sportsmanship rule is in effect. Man, I needed that laugh. That was good.
That was good. Hey, Michael, we're up to 3 now.
Mercy.
That's 3 sponsors.
Man, that is awesome. Thank y'all so much, folks. Really, I'm a loss for words, Bobby. I mean,
it's amazing. It's
hopefully we can go to Jesseville next week and knock off Jesseville, and then we'll have another date with Harding Academy. That's what it's going to look like. Seminoles going to kick off about the 35-yard line after the penalty. And it's a high kick. It's going to be taken at about the 33, across the 35, across the 40. Going to be up in at about the 42-yard line.
It's number 8, Peyton McQueen on return there. He took a pretty good lick, but he jumps right up. Tough young man.
They're going to mark it at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Like I said, we got the sportsmanship rule. Clock is running.
We're gonna have an episode of As the Sandbar Turns here in just a little bit.
That's going to be good. 2 wide receivers to the near side, shotgun formation. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to lose the football, and he's going to fall on it back at the 35-yard line. But we've got a flag right here, and it looks like there's going to be a false start before that.
It is. That's a dead ball. That never happened.
So it's going to be a false start.
That's going to benefit the Manila Lions there. Instead of about a 9-yard loss, they're only going to lose 5. and they'll retain the down. They'll replay first down. So they're going to save a little bit of yardage and gain a down there.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
If a penalty can be positive, that was a positive penalty.
It was. Be first and 15. Manila's got the football. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. 39-0 Osceola.
Folks, you don't need to blink because this one's going to be over quick.
Yes, that clock
is just rolling.
It is running. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it on the draw, and he's going to be hit. Number 55 for Osceola. That's Javion Wiley. No gain. Be second and 15 for the Lions.
Javion makes that tackle, but that play's blown up by Tony McNeil. He gets great penetration into the backfield, and he's back there and gets Tanner Miller off his track. That smoke draw has worked really well for Manila so far tonight, and it just is disrupted by Tony McNeil's his pressure in the backfield.
Quarterback's going to roll to his left, trying to get to the outside, but he's met by Anthony Harris Jr. and number 57,
Terrence Marshall.
Good job there by them two young men. It's going to bring up a big loss on the play, 3rd and forever for the Lions.
If you want to show a video of how to get off a block and how to shed a block and make a tackle, A.J. Harris just showed you a textbook block shedding technique and just gets off of the offensive tackle and makes a great play.
3rd down, 3rd and long for the Lions. There is a snap. Going to give it to number 3 this time, and there's A.J. one more time. Minimal gain, maybe 1 yard. It's going to make up 4th down, 4th and long.
A.J. is so active from that defensive end position. He reads the plays so well. He stays on track, and he gets the edge set very well. He's just a weapon there at that spot.
Punt formation for the Lions, 6:10 left, and then the clock is moving. And there is a snap. It's going to be a line drive kick. It's going to hit, and Osceola's going to pick it up. That's Noah Enos. He's across the 40, across the 45, 50. 45 out of bounds at about close to the 41, 42-yard line, and that's a good return there by number 3, Noah Enos.
And I know a mother that's jumping up and down right there. And,
oh, yeah, and Daddy, too.
And Noah had his mind made up. He was picking that thing up, and he was running.
Well, he don't get back here very often.
He doesn't get to do it a lot, and it's great to see him. He's a great athlete.
Oh,
Kid's
man.
a great baseball player.
Good kid.
Good kid, yeah. He's just funny. He's hilarious.
He is.
He
is. But that time he was rolling, wasn't he?
He had his mind made up right there, man.
Ball sitting at about the 41-yard line of Manila. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Let's see, at least 2 to the far side.
See Torian Bell out there.
Yes, there's your sophomore, Torian Bell Jr. He was the quarterback of the junior high team last year. And there's a snap. Going to hand the ball off. That's Alton Bourne. He's hit at the 40-yard line. They're going to give him 1 yard. Be 2nd down and 9 for Osceola.
This is a spot in the football game. It's gotten away from Manila just a little bit where, the Seminoles can get some kids in there and get them some game time experience. And you just never know. It's next man up. You never know when somebody's going to go down with an injury or especially in the age of COVID when they'll have a positive test or get quarantined. So this is good stuff for Osceola.
Shotgun formation. Once again, Torian Bell Jr. is your quarterback. He's going to use some clock, folks. He's going to let that clock run. 5 on the play clock. Here we go. There's the snap. Quarterback's he's going to run this time. Quarterback keeper, and ball's on the ground. There's a fumble, and let's see who's got it. And I think Osceola's going to recover it. They're lucky there. But
there were several Manila lines there that had the opportunity to get on the football.
Going to lose back, Bobby, to the 41-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for the Seminoles.
Michael, we're not used to having this much time between plays. With the Seminoles, they like to run tempo, and
usually they're on the ball ready to go.
Yep.
I know. I mean, and this offense is not as fast as it was last year with Robert Hooks. I mean,
that's true.
Hooks was 100 mile an hour, and Coach Carter pretty much the same way. Two very good styles. 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation. Torrin Bell Jr. is your quarterback. There's a snap. He's going to throw. Throws to complete to number 13. Going to be hit right at the line. Maybe a loss on the play. That's Draylon Heyman. And it's going to be 4th down. Hey, we got a flag.
I don't know where that. I don't know. That's got to be something happened. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike after the play. I don't know who it's on.
I think he got one of our players maybe running the mouth. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Osceola, and I think, Bobby, what it was, either he yelled something to one of his players, and it wasn't to Manila. He was talking to one of his players. Maybe he didn't get a block or something.
Right.
And the referee didn't like whatever it was, and it's going to cost us 15 yards.
It was a good tackle there by Eli Lackey. He does a good job getting out and making the tackle in space, and Osceola just shot themselves in the foot and going to have to punt the football.
Yeah, punt formation for Osceola. That's number 13, Draylon Heyman, and he might have been the one that got the penalty. I don't know. They don't give us a number in high school. Punt formation for Osceola. 2:15 left, and the clock is running. And there is a snap. It's a low one. Yeah, he's going to pick it up and take off with it. And he is going to take off with it. Across the 45, across the 50. But, man, he's got to get a long ways and just going to turn the ball over on downs at about the 47, 48-yard line of Manila.
Not a good snap. Not a good snap there. It's done a good job. He did a really good job there of fielding the football and not making a bad situation worse.
1 minute, 34 seconds, and the clock is rolling due to the sportsmanship rule. First and 10 for Manila. Ball's marked at the 47-yard line. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's looking now. He's still looking to throw, and he's going to be complete across the 50 down to about the 46-yard line. And I don't know what took them so long to blow the whistle. Forward progress was stopped way up at the 45. They're going to mark the ball back here at the 47-yard line. That's tough there. But, hey, good job there by the quarterback, Miller. Bobby, he didn't give up on the pass, and he got it in there.
Got the ball to Matthew Gibson, and I'm going to tell you, Tanner Miller took a shot. He stood in there, and he knows he's going to get hit. There's two Seminoles right on top of him. He stands in, makes the throw, and completes the pass. Good job by Tanner Miller.
Shotgun formation for the Lions. There's a snap. They're going to roll to his right. Miller's going to look to throw, and he's going to look to throw back, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked back to about the 37, 38-yard line. Big loss for the Lions with 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
That's a good job there by Terrence Marshall getting the penetration. Javion Wiley was back there as well. And Tanner's trying to let those routes develop, and the Seminole coverage is there as well. Just know where to go with the football.
Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the third quarter with your score. Osceola 39, Manila 0. We'll take a quick timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. Back in 1 minute.
Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Huddle House has been serving up fresh and hot home-style meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for more than 60 years. Huddle House is the host of family and friends brought together by good food, cooked to order, and served from the heart. Go by and see store manager Michael Henderson at 4563 West Kaiser in Osceola, or contact him at 870-563-6099. Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation.
And welcome back, Seminole fans. Start of the fourth quarter. Osceola 39, Manila 0. Bobby, did you say we had a little? What did you say, Sandbar Blues, or what was it you said?
No, we're gonna have an episode of As the Sandbar Turns. Last week when we were last with you and here in the Sandbar Grill, Harry couldn't find the phone.
No,
but he found it.
He found it.
He found it. Well, he had it today, but today he couldn't find any employees. So he was trying to get it.
What was the word he said? Is there anybody back there?
He says, "Is there anybody? No, do you see anybody back here?" Haley, his granddaughter, sweetest girl on face of earth. Haley looks and says, "No." And he says, Well, look on the other side. Because they got two sides to the kitchen back there, and she looks and she finds some people.
He was trying to get an order.
He was trying
see?
to get an order out.
And couldn't get nobody to talk to him.
You know, Harry's frustrations were out there. And,
That's right.
And I hope, I hope he realizes that that I'm doing this in good fun and my food keeps being good.
Quarterback's going to keep it. He ain't going to get very far there. It's going to be a 4th down. Bobby, what you got to understand, what we tell the people, you can go down there and get some great food, and you get priceless entertainment free.
If you got a sense of humor, that's the place to get it. I'm
to
telling you, man, it's awesome.
Hey, you're talking about now. I'm talking about that's free entertainment.
It's absolutely free.
It's great.
Absolutely free. And his daughter Hillary comes in today and she's rolling her eyes. It's just awesome.
Yeah,
it's great
it's
stuff.
the greatest thing in the world.
It really is.
Shotgun or punt formation. I'm sorry. It's going to be a high kick that ain't going to go maybe 10 yards. No, here it comes backwards. He's going to probably have about a 10-yard punt.
About a 10-yard punt.
Yeah.
And Michael, we had Harry. Harry was looking for employees, and poor Hillary sitting over there, and she slaps herself in the face with a French fry about 19 times.
Bobby picks it up, got ketchup running off the French fry.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to her mouth. I bet she slapped her face 5 times before she got it in her mouth.
Boy, I hope she's not hearing this, but I'm sure Harry's fixing to call her and tell her.
Great times out to Sandbar Grill, folks. They're one of our big sponsors. We appreciate them. Hey, I tell you, I went into Roller Swift and saw Shelly.
We're going to talk about Roller Swift.
Saw Shelly the other day. And you know me, I just go to the desk. I don't walk back in them other rooms back there because that ain't where I'm gonna be at. I just talked to Shelly, and boy, I tell you what, they had David working. It's unbelievable. I think we got a false start.
Yep.
Here on Osceola on their first play. It's gonna cost them 5 yards, but they had David working. I'm talking about he was in there, and I thought to myself, man, they had him. I'm talking about just working, Bobby. He was working.
Just getting after it.
Getting after it, man. I tell you what, Billy, one of the guys that works for him, he was outside digging something. It wasn't no grave now. I mean, it wasn't no grave, but he was outside digging something. He's sweat pouring off of him. David just in the air conditioner in there working.
Oh, my goodness.
I tell you what, it was great times out of Roller Swift, I tell you. I don't go out there very often, by the way.
I try to stay away from there.
Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. 1st and 15. Ball's marked at about the 46-yard line. And there's a snap. Alton Bourne's going to have it. He's going to fall maybe a yard loss back to the 48-yard line. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 11 for Osceola.
Good penetration there by the Lions defensive front. But, Michael, I've always looked at David, and I thought, man, David's just such a nice guy. David and Amy are great people.
Man.
Just great people. And we had a meeting with Amy at the Chamber of Commerce the other day. And
her and
Sherry. And, we're sitting there, and the subject of The Undertaker came up, and she told us that David Tucker told her if he wanted to get rid of her, he'd just put her under a vault.
Man.
And
I wish we didn't. I wish we didn't hear that.
I'm telling you.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Bobby, right there. That's why I stay away from Roller Swift.
That scared me.
Man, I tell you. There's a snap. Going to be handed off one more time. Wow, that's a clothesline. That was 41. I don't even have the number 41 on here.
That's got to be one of the freshmen that's moved up.
Got to be. Going to be a no gain, be 3rd down. But no, see, that's why I'm trying to tell you. I give David a hard time out there at Roller Swift all the time.
Well, you better stop.
I said, I'm not coming.
You'll be under a vault.
I'm not coming out there to see y'all because I just don't like them places. And, see, Amy tells us, well, if you want to come up missing, you just put somebody under a vault.
That's what she said.
That's what I'm trying to tell you right there.
That's what she said.
Can't handle it. I'm not going to go back out there no more.
3rd
3rd and long for Osceola.
I'm going to look at David different. It'll be totally different now.
3rd and long for the Seminoles. 3 on the play clock. They got to hurry. And I think Osceola's going to take a timeout just because they want to get a clean playoff.
Yep.
And let's just keep it right here, Bobby. Again, tell you another story about some of our sponsors. Michael Henderson out there at the Huddle House. Boy, I tell you, we go out there, and Bobby, there's so much food. We can't even walk. Hard to walk and get out of there. The Huddle House does an excellent job.
They do.
Michael Henderson does an excellent job out there, and we appreciate everything that he does, and just good people. That's something that's great about Osceola, Bobby. It's a hometown, just a small hometown feel. You know everybody. Everywhere you go, you know who you're talking to. Most of the time, every one of them is involved with the community. It's just you can't beat the businesses around Osceola.
No.
And I just tell you, they sponsor us. We want to thank them so much. You know, the Willis Clinic, they do excellent work. I've told you about Dr. Sharita Willis. She's out there on Saturdays with our youth football teams.
Yep.
She goes down and helps them on the sideline if they've got any injuries. It doesn't cost us a penny. I mean, she does it because she believes in the kids and believes she wants everybody to be safe.
That's right.
And we're very thankful for Dr. Sharita Willis and Osceola. Shotgun formation for the Seminoles, 7:44 on the clock. Quarterback's looking to throw. Torian Bell still looking to throw. Now he's going to just put that head down, go out of bounds over here about the 49-yard line. Going to bring up a 4th down. Hey, Bob, before I forget it, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, I think today's Tater Tot's birthday.
It is Tater Tot's birthday. I think she's 34, 35, 39, something like that. I don't know. She don't look as old as she is, I'll tell you that.
You trying to get hurt, Bobby. Now, if she heard that, she's probably going to be calling you.
Happy birthday, Tater Tot.
She is an employee of First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas. They're one of our premier sponsors, or the premier sponsor. I'm sorry.
She is one of the reasons that we were able to get this started. And
exactly.
We love Taylor. She's a great person.
Exactly. We want to say happy birthday to Taylor Lucius. And Seminole's going to punt high. That's a good punt. High end over end punt. Got a lot of hang time. It's going to give a big Seminole bounce.
A really good punt.
And they're going to say it was touched. Say it's touched back here between the 15 and the 20-yard line. 6:38 left. Manila had the football. I can't say enough about Bugmobile Pest Control, Bobby.
No,
I mean,
can't.
Jade is one
you
of the.
You pick on Jade a lot.
I know it, but I pick on him because I love him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I got to tell you. Now you talk about Bugmobile. You know, we had a trunk or treat parade down in Main Street, Osceola, last weekend, and Jacob, Jade's brother, comes down and sets up a table for a Bugmobile and brings about 10 pieces of candy. 350 cars lined up. He got 10 pieces of candy.
Oh, man, that's just bad. You're going to get in trouble for that one, too. Handoff in the backfield. Going to lose a yard, maybe 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Lions. But, yeah, I mean, I saw that picture they sent of him standing down there with no candy left.
Boy.
It is what it is. At least they participated. That was a Main Street function.
It was,
good
yeah,
job
and I got to tell you, the support that we got from the community was amazing. We had 18 tables, 18 businesses coming down, and individuals putting up tables for these kids. Great turnout.
Shotgun formation for the Lions, and there's a snap. Quarterback's going to run here, and he's going to be hit about the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him maybe a yard. Be 3rd down, 3rd and about 10 for the Lions. And Bobby, you know. With all the COVID going on, you know, there's not a lot of things going on for the kids. But what you did with the Main Street program there is you did it safe. You did it where the kids stayed in the cars, and as they come through, the different businesses would walk up to the cars with their mask on and with the gloves, and would give them candy.
We prepackaged our candy and made sure it was. We sanitized several times during that process.
Yes. And you limited, the
limited contact.
Yes.
It just, the kids needed something to do. It's Halloween, and they just needed that opportunity to experience that.
Nella's going to take a timeout. We're going to stay here and talk a little bit about,
I bet folks are sitting home saying, man, are we listening to a talk show or is this a football game? It's kind of devolved here.
It's a little more, I'll tell you what. Right now it's 39-0. It's all Osceola.
And I got to tell you, since we're talking about, people that I've been giving Harry a hard time and talking about Tater Tot being old and all these. David Tucker's going to put people under the vault. Let's talk about City Councilman Tyler Dunnigan.
Yeah.
We had the trunk or treat. We've been advertising it for I don't know how long. Well, the morning of the trunk or treat, I get a call from Carolyn, Tyler's wife, sweetest woman on the face of the earth, great person. Says, hey, can we still be in a trunk? I said, yep, sure can. And so she comes down there, and here comes Tyler in a Tigger suit.
Yeah.
A tiger, but I called it a Tigger.
That's about what it was.
But I asked Tyler, I said, why did you wait so long to set up a table? And before he could answer, Carolyn jumped over in front of him and said, I've been telling him about this for 2 weeks.
Well, he was kind of busy, wasn't he?
I guess he was, but I want you to know that Carolyn Dunnigan had been telling him for 2 weeks about that trunk or treat.
Well, he'd been a little busy. He had a little race he was trying to run. So 3rd and 10 for the Lions as we get ready to start back here. They're going to hand the ball off. Look like he's going to have a hand-back pass. He's there. It's going to be open if he can catch it, and he does catch it. Yes, sir, all the way up to about the 44-yard line. Good halfback pass there to number 25,
Lad Wimberly.
Lad Wimberly. And that's the basketball coach's son.
That is.
And
that is.
Hey, let me say something about that real quick. Coach Wimberly is a basketball coach. You talking about a fiery coach, Bobby? He demands perfection. He is a great coach. I love watching him coach over here at Manila. We gonna get to see him. We only get to see him coach a couple of times.
You want to talk about fiery?
Oh
Woo.
man, he's an excellent coach. Does a great job for the Manila Lions, and that's his son. Just caught that football.
Yeah.
I know he's proud of him. 1st and 10. We got about 3:55 left in this game. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. He's going to get across the 45 and going to get maybe about 3 yards. Going to bring up a second down, second and about 7 for the Lions.
And I got, Michael, while we're sitting up here and we're sitting in amongst the Manila faithful, and they've been great to us. My good friend Tony Miller sitting over here to my right, and his son Tanner Miller's the quarterback, and saw a longtime friend Danny Lackey as we came up. Eli Lackey's out. That's Danny's son. He's playing on the football team. It's a great community, and these folks have been great to us.
Second down and 7 for the Lions. 3:19 left. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's rolling to his right and going to try to get it out here to number 15. Going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring up a third down. And about 7. And, hey, real quick, Bobby, tomorrow morning, Valley View, Arkansas.
Yep.
The Osceola, Opar, 5th grade and 6th grade Seminoles going to play for a championship.
Going to play for another championship.
Exactly right. 5th grade's going to play Walnut Ridge in the morning. I think it's at 10-something. And then the 6th grade's got to play Newport. And you talking about, just real quick, Shane Cagle, who is our program coordinator at Osceola, at Opar. As you see, Tanner Miller take a big run across the 45 down to the 44 for a first down. He does an excellent job. I cannot tell y'all how much Shane Cagle does for Opar. He's the one that's listening to the mamas. Well, we both are, but he listens to them more than I do. He listens to the mamas. And at the end of the day, he's the one that gets everything organized and gets everything rolling. He coaches the 5th grade and the 6th grade with some great assistant coaches. And tomorrow they're going to get to play for a championship. And I'll tell you, just like I've always told you, the reason why the high school does as good as it does is because it's got a youth program that starts way on early and gets these kids ready to go by the time 7th grade hits. That's
the truth. And we talked about that last week, and we talked about there was a perceived decline of Arkansas high school football, and I can directly relate that to the abolition of Pee Wee football in the state of Arkansas. We went several years there with no Pee Wee football. Kids didn't start playing football till the 7th grade, and that hurt us in Arkansas.
You're exactly right, and hey, just happy that we were able to play the game in the youth football, because for a long time we didn't know what the youth football was going to do.
That's right.
But hey, Bobby, we're going to get a chance in the morning to play for a championship, 5th grade and 6th grade at Valley View. If anybody can make it, come over here and let's cheer them Seminoles on to victory. The 5th and 6th grade, let's bring home that championship. Been in it numerous times. To tell you the truth, Bobby, Skylar Young and that whole group that you're seeing out there right now, we're in the championship game with Torian Bell as their coach, and then Torian Bell Jr. is playing in that group. So what you're seeing is nothing but former Opar Seminoles getting to play.
That's right.
So it's just awesome. 40 seconds left. Manila's knocking on the door down here about the 25-yard line. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it is going to be a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Pitch and catch. Ball, let's see, that's about a 30-yard touchdown from Tanner Miller
to Matthew Gibson.
And Manila,
good throw by Tanner Miller there, and he stretched that one out, Michael. He was under duress and had pressure in his face, and he was able to keep moving toward the sideline and give himself plenty of time to make a throw. Good throw by Tanner Miller. And we just saw Tony get up and walk down toward the stage. He's probably missed that, and he's going to kick himself.
That's right. And Manila's going to take a timeout just so they can get this extra point off for the 2-point conversion, one or the other. What number was that, Bob?
15.
Trevor Brooks?
No. Yes, Trevor Brooks. I'm sorry.
And And the extra point is going to be.
I said Matthew Gibson. I read that wrong.
I think it's.
But it's Trevor Brooks.
Yeah, Trevor Brooks is going to attempt the extra point here with Miller holding. So that's the combination right there in the backfield.
Mom and Daddy Brooks, don't get mad at me.
Snaps down. The hold is up, and it is good. So that's going to end the ball game with your score: Osceola 39, Manila 7. What we'll do real quick is take a timeout. We'll get our scoring plays together. Come back and do our post game. You are watching the Seminole Nation on Facebook and YouTube, and you're listening to the Osceola the Sudbury Radio Sports app. We're going to be back in 4 minutes.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
K Garden with Kai is a new local business that wants to decorate your lawn with personalized cars to celebrate birthdays, baby showers, graduations, and more. Celebrating life's greatest moments should not be a thing of the past.
And we are back, Seminole fans, here at Line Field. Final, Osceola 39, Manila 7. Bobby, let's go over scoring real quick. First quarter with 7:44 left. 8-yard touchdown run by number 15, Skylar Young. Extra point by Slayton was good, 7-0 at that point. Go to the second quarter with 10:18 left. 1-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontaven Littleton. Slayton's extra point was no good, 13-0 Osceola. 8:40 left in the second. 34-yard touchdown pass from Dontaven Littleton to number 4, Jaden Brown. Extra point no good, 19-0 at that point. 5:55 left in the second quarter. 43-yard touchdown run from Dontaven Littleton to number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. 2-point conversion is no good, 25-0 Osceola. And then with 1:30 left in the second quarter, 5-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven Littleton to Anthony Harris Jr. 2-point conversion run was good, and the Seminoles led 33-0 at the half. Come out after halftime with 11:20 left, a 48-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven Littleton to number 22 Jabari Person. Extra point was no good. 39-0 at that point. Then Bobby, the mercy clock or the sportsmanship rule come into effect. Clock runs all the way down to 15 seconds, and Manila gets on the board. Number 1 Tanner Miller has a 30-yard touchdown pass to number 15 Trevor Brooks. Trevor Brooks kicks the extra point, which makes it the final, 39-7 Osceola.
And it's good to see, Manila never quit, and that's something you really want to see. The kids played hard all night. Well-coached football team, and again, we've talked about the improvements they've made over the years here, and a very, very young program. And it's a pleasure to come over here and be able to broadcast a ball game, for this community and these folks. You got to be proud of the Seminoles. They played hard tonight. They played well, executed well on offense. You get an opportunity to get a bunch of kids in there, and a bunch of younger kids in there that don't get a lot of playing time, and that'll come back and be good for you in the long run, especially going into the playoff system or playoff season. And if you were able to negotiate it without injury, and those kids are ready to play if you don't. So it's just an all-around good football game. And like I said, it's a great night, beautiful night out here in Manila, Arkansas, and on the campus of Manila High School. Just couldn't be a better night for football, and man, that's a good way for Osceola to end the regular season.
No doubt about it. Gives them a lot of confidence going into next week. Folks, right now, Rivercrest is up on Blyville. I think we had 26-7. I think the last time that I saw. So Rivercrest is starting to pull away from Blyville there at Blyville tonight. So once again, let's just real quick. Looks like Osceola is going to be the 4th seed. That's what it looks like, and unless something has changed, I think we're going to have to travel to Jessieville next Friday night. And folks, Jessieville's over by close to Hot Springs area. So about 3.5 hours is what we timed it out today. Osceola, they're the 3 seed out of the 3A5. Osceola will be the 4th seed out of the 3A3. Hopefully, maybe next Friday night people can get on the road and come over, and we need to stands full. We don't know yet about how the vouchers are going to work or tickets. We don't know what they're going to do yet, but I know that Coach Athletic Director Russell Leggett will make sure he gets on social media and let you know how that's going to be handled, and we will share that once he does share that with us. We will share that about how the tickets are going to work for next week. If you cannot make it, the Seminole Nation will be live. We did pick up some good sponsors tonight. We appreciate that so much.
We do.
It makes it a lot easier for us, folks. I appreciate it so much. And we're going to be live next week from Jessieville with the Seminole Nation Facebook and YouTube page, and you'll also be able to listen to it on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. And so if you can't watch it, you can listen to it. Either way, you'll be able to.
Hopefully, we'll get down to Jessieville and we'll have a good football game and take control of it early, and maybe, just maybe, we can have another episode of As the Sandbar Turns.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You don't ever know.
Never know.
You don't ever know. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors. Without them, this does not happen. We appreciate them so much. Both our sponsors on the Seminole Nation Facebook and YouTube page, and also on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. We appreciate all the sponsors that help us out here. I want to thank Miss Denise Berg back at the station there, and that she's in the station at Sudbury Broadcasting. Bobby, as long as I've been doing it, and I hadn't been doing it as long as a lot of the other ones, but as long as I've been doing first radio and then now with live stream with radio, Miss Denise has been the only person I've ever known. She's always been the person in our ear that lets us know when the commercials are coming back in. She keeps us up to date with scores on our sister station. She's a Hog fan, so you can't beat that.
Man, you can't beat that.
And she's all I've known on the radio, folks. Y'all don't get to hear because she's the one that keeps us straight. But I wanted to know that I appreciate her so much, and without her, we couldn't do this. Same with Mr. Harold Sudbury, who is the owner of Sudbury Broadcasting. He allows us to be on his radio station each and every Friday night on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. We appreciate him so much. Bobby, they've been doing it for a long time.
They have.
Back back in the days when Dickie Kennemore was doing it years ago on 860 AM, jumped over to 107.3, which is now the GOAT, to the Sudbury Radio Sports app as everything has evolved to digital. It's just unbelievable. The technology has changed over the years, but nothing. We appreciate them so much for allowing us to do that, and it means the world to me. I want to say thank you to Jade Gonzalez, folks. Y'all don't have no clue. All you hear is me and Bobby tell you about what's going on here or what's going on in the Osceola, but you have no clue that it takes a person like Jade Gonzalez to make sure this whole thing works. And without him, without his expertise of knowing what to do, when to do it, if we have a problem with something, what do we do to fix it? Without him, it doesn't work. We are very, very lucky to have Jay Gonzalez on our staff here helping us out. I say staff, volunteering, because that's all we do is volunteer.
But I don't know that what we've got as a staff or as much a menagerie of
a bunch of amateurs trying to be a TV station.
Yeah, but we've done it. We've done pretty good, I think. I think we don't have a trailer yet like Tubetown does.
Yeah.
But, we may have to. We keep getting equipment, and people keep supporting us the way they have. I mean, it's amazing to me that folks are so giving. I mean, they're so giving to this program and what we've been trying to accomplish. And the goal here is to just get the Seminole brand out and get these kids, let folks that don't normally get to see the football games and, the alumni from far off places and people that are interested have the ability to get on and give them a quality program that they can enjoy watching and our silliness and that's just, when things get a little bit boring, we try to liven it up. But, again, it's those people like Greg Reese and Taylor Lucius and Tyler Dunnigan and Sandra Brand and Oscar and Jade Gonzalez, Monty Hodges,
Sharita Willis,
Harry,
David Tucker, Harry and Jeanette Keys,
Michael Henderson, exactly, and it's great.
Nastasia Ramos,
with KK, yeah.
I mean,
Kay Carden and Kai. It's and she's got some sharp stuff.
Dude,
man.
I'm gonna tell
you,
we didn't get around to talking about it, but I'm gonna tell you that all that yard art that you're seeing. Man, you need to check her out.
She does
awesome.
a great job.
Yes, very much.
But
want to thank Gage Eflin. Gage is up there on the camera tonight, and he was joined tonight with Addison Eflin.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that started this, Bob. When we started Jade and Gage and Addison were the ones that always filmed.
That's right.
And we appreciate them so much. I'm gonna tell you, he's on the booth, top of the booth tonight. We couldn't get up there because that's where the huge speakers were, and I don't know if we could have heard ourselves think, but I appreciate them, and it's so much fun, to be able to spend time with your son. You're spending time with your daughter, Bobby.
Yes.
That's Bobby's daughter, Addison, and it's the memories that we'll always have, and we do it just because we love Osceola and love Osceola Seminoles. Last but not least, Bobby Eflin. It's always been a dream of mine. We've run down the road together and did DJing and all kind of stuff, and I knew when I wanted to start this live stream, the only person I knew that could get in it and do it with me, and I had to have with him, was Bobby. And Bobby, he's been here with us the whole time. He's doing basketball, football, and I can't tell you, and when I say this, I mean it, best color commentator in the state of Arkansas, folks, is Bobby Eflin, and I'll put him up against anybody all day long. He's very knowledgeable of the game. He knows the game inside and out. He's got a great analysis of ways of thinking about it where I wouldn't think of things that way, but he just has a mind for it. He's built for it, and I appreciate him so much. Without him, this would not be possible. So here we are, 39-7, winners over at Manila in our last football game. It's playoff time now, folks. If it all works out right, the playoff brackets will be out tomorrow. And as soon as we get them, we'll share them on our Seminole Nation Facebook page, and so be looking for that. And but right now, our road looks to be going towards Jessieville is what it looks like. So no matter what, next Friday night, 6:40, we'll be on the air with the Sudbury Radio Sports app and the Seminole Nation Facebook and YouTube page. For my partner Bobby Eflin and everybody back at the station, also we want to say good night from Manila, Arkansas.